What's good, my peopleizations? What's good? They send out notifications today? No, not today. Huh? They don't feel like it today? They don't feel like sending out the notification today? Huh? All good. Let's work. Amazing. Not amazing. Adrian Vett, Chris Garcia, Philly Miss 215, Marky Dan 123, Razor 5313, King Jr., Joe Davis 2310, my brother Drew Titan in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Drew Titan. Drew dropped the link. Super 500, Reg Loke, New Jersey, Brandon McCrae, 807B1, Kelly Johnson, Macadocious Mac of the South, Albert Harper, Orenthal Smith, Tiana Scott, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Skills from New Orleans, Robert Montgomery, he who greets. What's going on? Dwayne Jones, ESO 35, Vince Williams, Kashif Dixon, Lynette Bowman, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Ahmad Jackson, Wayman Davis, PHMD 13, Joseph Wiggins, King Strick, Demetrius Brights, Butch Cassidy, Black Attack, Chilltown Major, Stu Baby Love TV, Contrarian Thinker, Jason Smith, Tyler Smith, Joey T, Jafari Caesar, Brandon Hill Sr., Meech the Shredder, Anthony Maynard, David the Real Thomas, Bolts Red 357, Raekwon L, Jimmy Lee, Kenneth Howard, Cornelius Weatherford, Harry O, Crespo. What's going on? Die Hard Knicks fan, Johnny Walters, Edwin RG, Box Conversation, my brother Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. GB Lifetime, Brown Squad Inc., Box Fans, Isaac Winters, Joseph Wiggins, BK Don 718, Leo Vin Smoke, Ragman, what's going on? Slim Jim 314, 88 Sports Talk, Flow Kicks, Jaquan Pickett, Kenneth Howard, Mississippi Billy, Prisciliano Hootron, what's going on? Chosen One, Jesse R, Machiavelli Mafia, John Blaze 06, Knuckle Up, Lyman Paulie, my brother Lyman Paulie in the building, man. He had an exhibition boxing match this past weekend. Shout out to my brother Lyman Paulie. Knuckle Up, what's going on? Chris Rob Media TV. What's going on, my people? Smash the like button. They not sending out a notification. Which channel? What's going on? Eric Carter, what's going on? Montana 2X, Akeem the Great, what's going on? So let's talk about it. Charlie J, on the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Terrence dropped the link. M. Bryant, what's going on? Yeah, they're not sending out the link to my notification. Moped Mosley, Smooth Groove Boxing, Adrian Johnson, what's going on? They're purposely doing that. Underground Solemn, what's going on? It's disgusting to say the least, my peoples. Mark Almighty, what's going on? Curtis Price, what's going on? Amazing. Grind Hard Sports Nation, what's going on? Tone Brown, what's going on, great brother? Amazing, isn't it? Xavier Moses, Talib Cunningham, Tone Brown, Robert Flagg, what's going on? North Carolina in the building. Sherman Callahan, what's going on? Yeah. Yep. Amazing, isn't it? Deion Thomas, Tony Forrester, what's going on? Simon Carter, what's going on? Robbie Sanders, what's going on, my peoples? Let's talk about it. Kenneth Howard, Charlie J, President Jafar, Billy Bob, Yapo Machane, what's going on? Mar Logs, what's going on? Tariq Lewis, Christopher Belazaire, what's going on? Okula Muhammad. Boxing Session TBS. My brother Kyle in the building. What's going on, Kyle? Go subscribe to my brother Boxing Session TBS, man. Go subscribe to my brother Boxing Session TBS. Kyle, drop the link in the chat. All right, let's get right into this, shall we? Ethan Fresh 73, Rob Mezzo, what's going on? Sadiq Bay, what's going on? Where you been at, great brother? Mark it in 123, my brother in the super chat. Triller never doing business with T.O. again. Nope. New Wakanda TV. What's going on, great brother? Eddie Cherez, Kareem Ebanks, S550J, Robert Brown, what's going on? Tyler Smith, Kevin Munnins, what's going on? Jay Smooth. So, no. Bob Arum, right? Jason Sander, what's going on? When you make up these types of stories, right? Smash the like button, man. Get the likes all the way up. Matt Songs, what's going on? Smash the like button. We see that they're playing with the stream. They're not sending out the notifications, right? They're not supporting the channel. So let's do it. We have to do it ourselves because they're not going to do it. They're gonna actually want to do the opposite. They want to block it. Okay? Every other day, we got to struggle to get it. It takes us 15 minutes to get 100 people in here. Big Truck Trap Star, what's going on? Kenneth Howell, what's going on? King Cole, All Facts, what's going on? Amazing, man. That's me, what's going on? So anyway, when you have these types of stories, Tip Bayless, what's going on? When you have these types of stories, right? Freddie Melendez, what's going on? Malik Rain, what's going on? You need everybody to be on the same page. And that's what they're not on the same page. Retro for Life, 79 Boston, what's going on? Robbie Sanders, my brother in Super Chat. Everybody got 19. Now it's time to fight. Yeah, that's what they say. Chris Johnson, what's going on? Gene Clement, what's going on? Salute to my brother Robbie Sanders in the Super Chat. Much love to you. T-Real 713, my brother, what's going on? So, Richard Alex, what's going on? Big Block, what's going on? So, here's the thing. James Pinkney III, what's going on? So, here's the thing, right? It's too many people, right, that they need to be on the same page. And they're not on the same page. Chris Smith, what's going on? They're not on the same page. They need too many people to be on the same page, and they're not on the same page. And so they're having conflicting stories. Boston Dad, what's going on? Lyrical Music, what's going on? So then they're coming up and they're having conflicting stories. Dane Watson, what's going on? TR, what's going on? Shut up, Abby, my brother in the Super Chat. I think we're seeing the top rank. No, it's not top rank. Chris, what's going on? Michael Woody, what's going on? King Kong, what's going on? It's not the end of top rank. It's personal careers. Nelson Armstrong, Ronald Samuel, what's going on? Elijah Hannon, what's going on? It's just their personal individual careers. We shine the light. Chris, what's going on? We shine the light on them. That's what's happening, right? Their personal individual careers. Corey Yellerman Jackson, my brother, what's going on? So Bob Arum says that it was essentially just F.A. Jabba and Tyson Fury. Original Skywalker, what's going on? So what happened to the Outbreak? Jose Villanueva, what's going on? Where was the Outbreak? Money line or spread, what's going on? Jim Juice, what's going on? Rika Rabbit 12, Peace and Bless Queen, how you doing? So where was the Outbreak that he spoke of? Elbow, what's going on? What happened to the Outbreak? Jim Juice, I already shouted you out. Calvin Ringo, what's going on? Terrence G, what's going on? Michael Williams, Pharrell Thompson, what's going on? So what happened to the Outbreak that they said took place? Uncle Man, what's going on? Now we only have Tyson Fury and F.A. Jabba, and he said that F.A. Jabba was hospitalized for a day and came out, and now he's fine? Huh? Chris Larios, what's going on? LaJessica Burton, Peace Bless Queen, how you doing today? iBomb Inc., what's going on? DJ K's, what's going on? Big Homie Cool. Andy Morris, what's going on? Black Bruce Wayne Jr., what's going on, great brother? RRS1, what's going on? Thomas Mullen, what's going on? So now he was hospitalized for one day, came out, and he's good. He said Tyson Fury was congested on Thursday. Now he's good. Derek Jr., what's going on? DeAndre Smith, what's going on? Jose Diaz, what's going on? Keon Carr, what's going on? I'm confused. And now, but so how do you go from an outbreak to only 2 people? That's an outbreak? That's an outbreak? How could that be an outbreak? An outbreak? 2 people? Because now Joseph Parker came out and said, wasn't me. Number 3, what's going on? Brother Ray, what's going on? He was good. Jimmy Lee, what's going on? Around the World, UK Pixel, what's going on? The Reagan Era TV, Isaiah Lucky, DP Rocker, what's going on? Jose Diaz, what's going on? So now everybody's good. Everybody's clear. I'm confused. KY Jelly, what's going on, great brother? Hey, bro, what's going on? And now Triller is saying that they want, that's 550J, what's going on? They want now Teofimo Lopez to go to Australia. Quentin Finley, Westwood, what's going on? Why? Sounds like 2 reasons, right? Salute to my brother Chuga, fantastic in the super chat as always. Creighton Brooks, what's going on? Reese Fox, what's going on? So it sounds like 1 to 2 things, right? The ticket sales wasn't doing good with Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos Jr., and they kept moving it back because maybe they wasn't doing well. Sylvester Simon 2011, what's going on? A Weezy Bang, Fly High 89, what's going on? Maybe that was the case in that situation. Yashara Ben Yezreel, what's going on? And they had to move it back. Or maybe it's the case of that wasn't the case with them to begin with. And now Triller is like, okay, now we're going to have it our way to recoup our money. Chaz 313, what's going on? Now we're going to have it our way to be able to recoup the money that we lost. Because remember, they came in and put up massive amounts of money. They came in and put up Rolfers Trolley, what's going on? Anastasia Hoffman, what's going on? Terrence G, what's going on? So Daniel Mezzo, what's going on? They came in, they put up massive amounts of money. Right? And so now, why do y'all think that they feel comfortable? Right? Why do you think that they feel comfortable telling Teofimo Lopez that you got to go to Australia to make this fight happen? Young World, what's going on? Why do you think that? Now they feel comfortable to tell Teofimo Lopez, hey, man, you got to go to Australia miraculously overnight. Now, Chen Smoke, what's going on? True Speaker, what's going on? Now, let's think about this, right? Now, let's think about it from this standpoint. They said they already had a date, which was August 14th, right? Stedman Paget, what's going on? Black Rose, what's going on? They said they had a date, which was August 14th. Am I right? Isn't that what they said? They had a date, August 14th, right? So how, now think about this. Dion LaBelle, what's going on? If they had a date that was already scheduled, August 14th, right? Richard Toner, what's going on? Then how can they come up and tell Teofimo Lopez, we want you to fight in Australia, though? You already rescheduled from June 5th to June 19th. Then you moved it from June 19th to August 14th. So how could you just up and say, Well, now we want you to fight in Australia on top of it. Shania Lewis, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Book and G, what's going on? So how could you just tell him? You told him you told us that the date was already secured and scheduled. So Teofimo Lopez didn't know. Everybody Cabin TV was going on. So President Jafar was going on. Teofimo Lopez wasn't aware that they wanted him to go to Australia, or is it like going to be like I told you guys? Kevin Mann, what's going on? Right? Or is it going to be like I told you guys? Rel Dance, what's going on? Is that they're going to move it again from August 14th? Because now we are already, what's today? June 13th, right? Today is June 13th. So you telling him in a month the fight has to take place in Australia? He wasn't aware that you wanted him to go to Australia? Or here's the thing. MJ told us health wellness. Chris Smith, Elder Alpha, what's going on? Or here's the thing. John Kennedy, what's going on? Excuse me, Flow Kicks. Thank you, Flow Kicks. Today is July 13th. The fight is scheduled for August 14th. How are you telling Teofimo Lopez that he has to go to Australia? Because maybe they already have information that he plans on changing it from August 14th again to a later date. And they like, okay, now we playing games. So now since we playing games, right? Now you're going to do it on our terms. Big Hurt TV, what's going on? Brother Tune in the super chat. Just getting in, seeing a video that they say the trilogy didn't because of the ticket sales was a little bit only 30% sold. Really? Yeah, that's they're doing that to save face, right? And that's not coming from money line or spread. What's going on? That's not coming from the actual sources. Bob Arum and PBC. Tay Brown, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? God's Bliss 747. What's going on? Dr. Pablo said, what's going on? That's not coming from them. That's coming from outside sources that want to downplay the fight. Like we saw Eddie Hearn saying, "Oh, this fight was going to be a disaster if it went on July 24th because of the ticket sales." But we know the ticket sales was already selling out. There's massive interest in this fight. Of course, Eddie Hearn is going to steer you away from it because he has his own vested interest. Jay Hutch, what's going on? Carter, what's going on? He don't want the winner of this fight he don't want this fight to be a massive success. Why? Paul Ruffin, Zach D, what's going on? Because he wants to be able to control the narrative for the winner of the fight against Anthony Joshua for Undisputed. Stacey McIntosh, what's going on? Of course, Eddie Hearn doesn't want this fight to be a massive success. Now, he don't want it to be a massive failure because he needs to sell his fighter with the winner. But he don't want it to be a massive success because now their demands are going to be high. Mr. J, 8531, what's going on? John Kramer, what's going on? So their demands are going to be high. Should this be a massive success? So Eddie Hearn doesn't want this to be a massive success. He wants it to be successful, not massive, though. He wants to be able to say, well, you did good numbers, but not like this. Lemare Watkins, what's going on? Where you been at? Dane Watson, what's going on? Michael Johnson, what's going on? I am Lori Baby. Peace, bless, Queen. How you doing today? My brother Emmanuel H in the building. TR, what's going on? Right? So I appreciate you, TR. You see what I'm saying? So here's the thing. Brother Ray, what's going on? Zane, what's going on? So here's the thing. Eric Williams, what's going on? Elijah Martinez, what's going on? Ronnie Lewis, God Bliss 747, what's going on? So Tyrone Lawrence, Devon Sonia, what's going on? So here's the thing, right? They don't want it. Eddie Hearn is going to tell you that it wasn't getting ready to do massive numbers because he has to tell you that. We got 700 people. Let's get the likes to 700. Shania Lewis said, my dad is Ronnie Lewis. Can you give him a shout out? Oh, for sure. Salute to big Ronnie Lewis, man. Shania Lewis, dad. What's going on, Ronnie Lewis? How you feeling, King? Rampage Jackson, what's going on? Joe Hart, what's going on? Belly of the Bison, what's going on? Fight to Prove My Love, what's going on? Trey Fails, what's going on? We got 700 people. Smash the like button. Christopher Montgomery, what's going on? They're slowly trying to give you the notifications. Very, very lethargic, very turtle-like. They're giving out the notifications instead of just sending them out. So smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. We got 700 people. Let's get 700 likes. Everything Boxing and Sports. My brother Keon in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Keon. Everything Boxing and Sports. Keon, drop the link. Echelon TV with Maurice Bridges. What's going on? Antonio King. Southeast Dre. My brother. What's going on? Harry Jones Jr. Jelani Everett. What's going on? This is why I tell y'all, support the channel. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up, man. Big Drip. What's going on? You see that slowly acting like it got to take so long. It's smash the like buttons. Cedric Battles, what's going on? Let's get the likes up. We got 700 people. Let's get the likes to 700. Upstate Boxing Talk, what's going on? He said TV, my brother, what's going on? So here's the thing, right? So here's the thing, right? Jay Walk, what's going on? Arthur Hawkins, Jopalapa Man, Adrian Pittman, my brother. Where you been at, great brother? Full Court Press, what's going on? Albert Doherty, what's going on? Yeah, get the likes all the way up, man. Get the likes to 700. Anthony Prince, what's going on? Get the likes to 700, man. They're playing games, man. So that's how we combat that. We support. Plus size Goddess, Peace of Bless Queen, how you doing today? We support. That's how you combat that. You support the channel. Harlem in the building. Back uptown, baby Lennox Ave. Phil J 508. Alan Gallegos. What's going on? Jose Villanueva. King Benji. What's going on? So here's the thing, right? Now, you telling Teofimo Lopez, oh, say less, Adrian Pittman, I already be knowing. So here's the thing, right? Kelly Johnson, what's going on? Francine Arcelius, what's going on? No Slack 504, what's going on? Mark Brinkwell, what's going on? Get the likes up to 700. We got 700 people and we have 400 likes. Get the likes to 700. Mr. 67, what's going on? Get the likes to 700, people. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 700. We got 700 people. Let's get the likes to 700. Lamar Stars fan page, what's going on? Charles Gibson, what's going on? Groundwork Entertainment, my brother. Bezzy PG, what's going on? Aaron Clark, what's going on? So now here's the thing. Fabian, what's going on? Yo Vu, what's going on? D Cook 314, what's going on? Get them likes up to 700, man. Now we got 730 people. Get the likes up to 730. Kick Science Socially, what's going on? That's how we combat that. Mesh Lewis, what's going on? So anyway, so Bob says it wasn't an outbreak. It's just Tyson Fury at Fear Jabba. Right? Now, George Kambosos Jr. is saying, I'll show my proof. Need you to show your proof. So it makes me think, Moped Moses, what's going on? That they feel like, yeah, get the likes to 700 expeditiously. So it makes me feel like the fact that Triller and the fact that Renique 313, what's going on? Anna Israel, what's going on? Taylor Walker Divine, what's going on? It makes me feel like that the fact that George Kambosos Jr. is saying, hey, I'll show my proof, but I want him to show his proof publicly. Why? And why is Triller, if you have a date, August 14th, telling Teofimo Lopez that he'll have to go to Australia? That's something that you plan. You don't just spring that on him. Behavior Alexander, what's going on? Dr. Hook, what's going on? You don't just spring that on Teofimo Lopez a month before the fight. Bo Desi Lake Bloomer, what's going on? A month before the fight, you just spring it on Teofimo Lopez. Oh, yeah, by the way, the fight is going to take place in Australia. Oh, my gosh, 808 Wireless, what's going on? Spin City Performance, Major, what's going on? How you just spring that on Teofimo Lopez? Oh, yeah, by the way, the fight going to have to take place in Australia. Really? Jimmy Bernard, what's going on? Manuel the Israel God, what's going on? Really? You just spring that on him? Oh, yeah, by the way, the fight going to have to take place in Australia in a month. Carlos Dontrell, Black Rose, what's going on? So get this, right? Antonio Martin, what's going on, great brother? So now get this, right? How you have a venue? How you have everything set up? And Teofimo Lopez saying, listen, I'll just vacate the belt. Really? Let me show y'all something else. KO Boxing. DP Rocco, what's going on? Gravy Davy, what's going on? Shania Lewis, anytime. Peace and blessings to you, Queen, and salute to your dad. Salute to your dad. So now look at it from this standpoint. Didn't Teofimo Lopez say he was going to get big, massive money to fight George Kambosos Jr. in Australia? That's why he's not fighting Devin Haney. Uh-oh. Y'all ain't hear me. Y'all didn't hear me. Mikey One, what's going on? Anthony Antoine, what's going on? Y'all didn't hear me. Y'all ain't hear me. Didn't Teofimo Lopez and his dad, Teofimo Lopez Sr., Dion LeBell, what's going on? Didn't they say that they wanted to go Fifth Ward Mogul? What's going on? Crash Camp 67, what's going on? Didn't he tell Bill Haney, father, trainer, and manager of Devin Haney, undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer? Didn't they tell him, why would we fight you right now when we're gonna get big money to fight George Kambosos Jr. in Australia? Y'all ain't hear me. Y'all didn't hear me. Y'all ain't hear me. Gilbert Talabat, what's going on? Stephen Libero, what's going on? Coach JC, what's going on? Y'all ain't hear me. Benjamin Harrington, what's going on? Jeremy Maddox, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. I'm starting to think that Fury is going to pull out completely so that Ruiz and White can step up, and so Tyson don't ever have to face Wilder. Well, then he won't ever box again. And guess what? I don't think he wouldn't even mind. Fred Creech, what's going on? I don't think he would mind. So now look at it. LeVar DeMoss, Fat Cat Shadowboxing, Kenneth Howell, what's going on? Teofimo Lopez told Bill Haney, right? Preacher Dad, what's going on? David, what's going on? Preacher David, what's going on? He told Bill Haney that they had a massive payday and a big fight with George Kambosos Jr. in Australia to make big money. So why would they leave that on the table? Didn't he say, you wouldn't leave that money on the table? You wouldn't leave that on the table to fight my son if you stood to have a massive arena with massive fans in the arena, in a huge arena, to attract a whole different fan base and a whole different audience in Australia. Didn't they say that? Alexander Wright, what's going on? My brother Black Bruce Wayne Jr. said, Blue, you got my wife saying half a dub every day. It's catchy, right? Cooper Pactober, what's going on, great brother? Where you been at? KC Vic, what's going on? It's catchy, all right? Geo James, Khalil 98, Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers, what's going on? Miss Put Together, Peace Bless Queen, how you doing today? Jeff Moss, what's going on? So now, get this. Texas Bulldog Boxing, what's going on? So now, get this, right? Now you say, if you have to go to Australia, you'll vacate the title? Sin Strong TV, Darlin James, what's going on? King Benji, what's going on? Now, if you have to go to Australia, you'll vacate the title? And fight who? Goose Feather Brown, what's going on? Yeah, I am Goose Feather Brown. I am, man. Chris Smith, what's going on? Jerron Smith, what's going on? And fight who? Devin Haney? Are you going to vacate and fight Devin Haney? But now it lost its luster because now you're missing a belt. Seth Chillis, what's going on? So, hustler for that bag, what's going on? So now get this. You said, this is what they said on record. When he told Bill Haney, I have to fight George Kambosos Jr., but we're looking to do it in Australia in a massive arena and get more money. Guess what? The money part you already doing. Smash the like button because we just had 60 people drop off. 60 people just dropped off all at one time. Senzo, South Africa. Salute to South Africa. We just had 60 people just drop off all at one time. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. We got 830 people. Get the likes up to 830. Darsky Law, what's going on? So now think about this, right? Patrick Starr, what's going on? So now let's think about this. You already got the money part from Triller. We got 830 people and 600 likes, and the numbers keep dropping because they messing with the stream. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 800. Smash the like button, people. Nucky Gamble, what's going on? Truth Hurt Bad, what's going on? And Woods, Cuzzo, what's going on with you, Cuzzo? Onion 77, what's going on? Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Himself Harris, what's going on? Jose Mancato, what's going on? Johnny Davis, what's going on? T2631, what's going on? Yeah, they're messing with the stream on purpose. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up to 800. We should be at 800 likes right now. So smash it. Not 600, 660, 700. No, get the likes to 800. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Destin T, what's going on? Michael Helton, what's going on? A17 Boston B, what's going on? So now, guess what? You stated for the money and the big fight and to attract those fans, right? Now think about this. You already got the money part. Let me tell you why. Them 12 big gates, what's going on? Like the brother Dante Boxing said, Cordell Harris, what's going on? Man, these cameras, today's time, LeBron Elliott, what's going on? These cameras, today's time, is the worst thing that can happen. Because they on camera saying, he stated to Bill Haney, he said that not only is he going to get the $4 million from Triller, but now he said that he had a deal in place, right? From Twitter. 704 Joe, what's going on? That was going to give them a sponsorship worth $3 million. 3.5. So he was standing to make for this fight. 704 Joe, what's going on? He's standing to make for this fight like $7 million. George Kambosos Jr., you should feel like you confident enough that you're going to knock him out. William O. School out there, my brother, what's going on? Winston Lee, One Main TV, what's going on? You have the confidence that you're going to knock out George Kambosos Jr. You said you wanted to go to Australia. Now you got the money, the fighter you want, and the fight. Because remember, he was saying that we want to go to Australia. Listen to me now. We want to go to Australia to fight George Kambosos Jr. We just don't know if the fans going to be allowed in attendance. That's the only thing holding us up. Right? But now the fans are going to be allowed in attendance. Roy Boy, Florida, what's going on? But now the fans are allowed to be there in the arena like you wanted. It all played out how you wanted it, right? So what's wrong? What's the holdup? Crash Cam 67, brother in the super chat, headed into work. Smash the like button. Truth don't come cheap. Hashtag Blue Blood. Salute to my brother Crash Camp 67. Always here every day showing love. Do I think they'll get 50K pay-per-view at the event? I don't know. Cassandra Mason, peace, blessings, Queen. How you doing today? I don't know. Australian, they come out and support their fans like the UK, so I don't see why not. But the thing is, you call for this. Bernard Byers Jr., what's going on? Jack T, what's going on? William Taggart, what's going on? You call for this fight. Wayman Davis, what's going on? You asked for this fight. You said you wanted to go to Australia. That's why you couldn't fight Devin Haney. Remember, Bob Arum also stated, let's go to the videotape. Bob Arum stated the reason they didn't want to put up the money, Anwar Willis, Polk County Boston, what's going on? The reason they didn't want to put up money for this George Kambosos Jr. fight was because they felt like George Kambosos Jr. wasn't going to be much of a challenge. Remember that? Naughty Crash, what's going on? Then Bob Arum, what did he say? it would have been different if Teofimo Lopez would have agreed to fight Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis, or Ryan Garcia. We would have put up the money then. We would have put up the money. That's what he said. So they would have put up this money to stay at home without this hassle and fight Devin Haney. Gabriel Phipps, what's going on? But now you got what you wanted. But now, PM, what's going on? But now you're going to vacate the belt? Why would you vacate the belt? When you said you wanted to go to Australia, when Bill Haney was saying, let's make the fight, why are you choosing George Kambosos Jr. over Devin Haney for undisputed? He said, because we're going to go to Australia and make a big amount of money in Australia. What arena are we going to fight Devin Haney in that we can fight in Australia with 60,000 fans in attendance? That's what he said. That's what he said. Wendell Jackson, what's going on? He didn't want to fight Devin Haney because they could fight in Australia with 60,000 fans for his and get 5 to 10 and get. No, he started off by saying get 10 million to fight George Kambosos Jr. in Australia. Hustle for the bag. Vernon Thompson, what's going on? Hakeem Mike, 6'9" Gamer, what's going on? Remember that? Dimitri Armstrong, what's going on? He said I could get $10 million to fight our mandatory in Australia and come back and fight you. Would you turn that down? And Bill said, no, get the bag, but just promise us after that, right? You're going to get that bag, promise us after that, you're going to fight us. Wayman Davis, Patrick Starr, what's going on? And he said, yeah. So now you got close to the 10 million because he said that he got a deal from Twitter, I believe it was Twitter, and he said he got, and we know that he got 4 million from Triller. Now he had to pay Bob 700,000, right? So he got 3.3 million from Triller. Now he's going to make 4 million from Twitter, he said, from an endorsement deal. So that's 7 million. That's 7.5 million. That's close to the 10 million you said you was going to get, and you wanted to do it in front of the Australian fans. Joshua Sawyer, Felix Mays, what's going on? Manuel the Israel, what's going on? Ernie Martinez, what's going on? So why are you saying now you want to vacate the belt? John Merriweather, what's going on? Hebrew Israelite, what's going on? Gary McGee, what's going on? So now why are we talking about vacating the belt? Or Sword of God, what's going on? Miss T King, Texas, what's going on? Smash that like button, people. Get the likes to 1K. One body and what's going on? Get the likes to 1K, people. Get the likes up to 1K. Right? So that's what he told us. That's what they told us. That they wanted this fight. Jane Galbraith, what's going on? That's what he told Bill Haney. I want this fight in Australia. We're going to get 10 million. June Bugger, what's going on? Now you switching it? Now you're going to vacate the belt? Vacate? Queen been on network. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Oh, Quan been on network. Pardon me, great brother. George S., what's going on? William Old School out there, my brother in the super chat. Blue, the politics are hurting the boxing and growth. Oh, this for sure. Money line spread, what's going on? For sure. FSU, what's going on? That's why I'm telling y'all, right? That's why I do what I do, people. That's why I do what I do. Because the sport of boxing, we support it and we emotionally attach ourselves and we financially support the sport. And they not being, and they can't be straight with us and just tell us, listen, we need y'all to support, buy the tickets, so on and so forth for this fight. Joe Hart, what's going on? That's it. Hey, listen, I would fight Denver. If you're Teofimo Lopez, I would fight Devin Haney, but I stand to make almost $10 million to fight George Kambosos Jr., who's my IBF mandatory. I got to take care of that first. Cool. G Cole, Roy Watkins, what's going on? Pierre Wright, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? Who can say, hey man, like Bill Haney said, cool, you got to get that bag. Style 7, what's going on? You're gonna get $10 million to fight George Kambosos Jr. Get it. Boss Red 357, my brother said 1.8 million views for Conor last night. Wow. Conor McGregor did 1.8 million pay-per-view views. Because there's not a lot of posturing. They're making the fights happen. They're making the fights happen. Once Conor, hey, listen to this. Conor McGregor lost the second fight to Dustin Poirier, right? Usama Kasim, what's going on? After Conor lost the second fight, they immediately told us the trilogy was coming. They made it happen, and trilogy got here. Now Conor suffered an unfortunate injury, right? And we didn't get a clear-cut winner. Dana White is already telling us the fourth fight, as soon as he heals and gets healthy, we're going to have the fourth fight. There's no playing around. Why are we dancing around? Dav 316, it's Jay. What's going on? Dana White already told us as soon as Conor gets healthy, we're going to get the fourth fight. Hamilton Steele, what's going on? Shamar Rasham, what's going on? Where's the playing around? There's no why are we doing all of this? Unnecessary walking us around the block for no reason. Walking us around the block for no reason. Justin Cooper, what's going on? Jay Samuels, what's going on? Jamal Jones said 1.8 million views. Dustin got 250K. Well, Jamal James, that ain't much different than what's happening with the boxers. It ain't much different. Think about it, right? If they selling 2 million pay-per-views and doing how much you think they doing live gates and all of that, and then the fighters are getting 5 million, 6 million. We rave about Canelo, Deontay, Tyson Fury getting 30 million, Anthony Joshua getting 30 million. Floyd gets if Floyd Mayweather gets $100 million, how much you think the promoters are getting? How much you think everybody else getting? If Floyd gets $100 million, how much you think the arena and everybody else made? It's like that in any sport. In every sport. Demetrius Abrams, what's going on? If Kevin Durant got $170 million contract, how much you think the owners got? Robert Blackshear, what's going on? Fast Cole Leon, what's going on? Boston and Barbecue, what's going on? How much you think the owners got? Just let that sink in. Trey B, what's going on? So yeah, I do wholeheartedly believe that the UFC fighters should get paid a lot more than what they're getting paid. No doubt about that. PGH Big Dog, what's going on? Oh, no doubt about that. But the fact remains, Donald Faves, what's going on? Duggar Boys 79D, what's going on? But the fact remains this, right? Is that the UFC making the fights we want to see. Imagine if boxing made the fights you want to see without all of this dancing. Money Brown TV, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother, Money Brown TV. Money, drop the link. Vince Williams, Stephen Lamontes Hawkins, what's going on? I just listened to Jose Benavidez Sr. and Ronnie Shields, Ray Darden, what's going on? Go back and forth about a fight that should just be made. Ray Darden, what's going on? Johnny Davis, what's going on? They was going back and forth about who called who didn't call who, and who didn't relay whose message. Dion West, what's going on? Salute to Canada. Porto African, what's going on? Frank J. LG, what's going on? They was just talking about Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez fighting. Why is it this difficult for something that should just be simple mathematics? Jay Lynn, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Combo Breaker 99, what's going on? For something that's just simple mathematics, Cliff Spears, what's going on? They were going back and forth. Did you call Al? I called Al. Did you answer this person? No, I talked to this person today. I talked to Louis today. I talked to Al yesterday. I talked to this person. We're going back and forth with something that should just be natural. Make the fight. Because now, obviously, Sean Thaxter, what's going on? One thing I didn't agree with this conversation, Chappelle Show 56, what's going on, was that obviously David Benavidez, he has a big fight coming up August 28th with Uzcategui. You can't put the carriage before the horse in nothing you do. Joseph Townsend, what's going on, great brother? You can't put the carriage before the horse in nothing in life, because nothing is guaranteed. Friston Charles, what's going on? That is bulletin board material for Uzcategui. TJ Sports Talk, what's going on? Soul Eater 420, what's going on? Robert Blackshear, what's going on? That's my only thing with that. MP WTF, what's going on? King Power, what's going on? Who is Jamal Charlo going to fight next? David Benavidez ain't getting Caleb Plant unless that fight with him and Canelo don't pan out. King Power, what's going on? But I'm sure Canelo will figure a way to work it out to make it happen. You understand? Kizzy Hayes, what's going on? Raphael Harmon, what's going on? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1K. Rodriguez Jackson, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. Get the likes all the way up. Smash the like button. Support the channel. Support the grind, people. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1K. BC, what's going on? D Matt, what's going on? Jason Brown, what's going on? So you understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? So my thing is this, right? You look at it from that standpoint. Brian Elridge, what's going on? Get the likes to 1.1K ASAP. Smash the like button. Wayman Davis, what's going on? GV and GGGG, what's going on? So my thing is, you putting the carriage before the horse, right? Because you got a big fight coming up. But Twin D, what's going on, great brother? You got that big fight coming up, right? Now, on the flip side of that, right? On the flip side of that, you win against Uzcategui, you the favorite. You beat Uzcategui, right? And then, what's next? Now, if Caleb Plant don't get this fight with Canelo in September, it should just be automatic. Himself Harris, Charles Young, what's going on? It should just be automatic that we get Caleb Plant versus Benavidez, right? But no, it'll be some other roadblock in the way. It'll be something else preventing it from happening. Right? So here we have a situation. Here we have a situation where David Benavidez is even going as far as to say, I'll come down to 160. He said he's young now. He gotta do it now. Now's the time to come to 160, or it ain't gonna happen later on. It should be a no-brainer. It should be a no. I don't believe Benavidez will turn down Canelo either. If Canelo knocked on his door and said, let's make it happen tomorrow, when he said that he would take Jamal Charlo over Benavidez, no. Complimentary Sports. What's going on? Shout out to DC. No. Oxon Hill Boxing. What's going on, great brother? No. Quattro Loso, brother in the super chat. Tyson Foolery and Teofimo Lopez is both pump faking on that 52 fake out. Hashtag you can't make this stuff up. This is a fact. You can't. You can't. Hey, my peoples, do me a favor. I got 6 people in my inbox talking about they can't super chat. Right? Put $1 in the super chat, refresh the super chat. I don't know what's going on with that. Damaris Goodson, what's going on? I got 6 people in my inbox on Instagram right now telling me they can't. They can't send a super chat. Aleem Nasir, what's going on? I don't know what's going on with that. Smash the like button. Emmanuel Pettigrew, what's going on? Get the likes up to 1.1K. John Wilson, what's going on? So now let's look at it, my brother Quattro Loso. Much love to you. So now let's look at it from this standpoint. My brother William Old School out there said, Blue, I was having a problem with the super chat as well. Yeah, this is the games they play, man. It's the games they play, man. President Jafar, my brother in the super chat, much love to you, great brother. It's the games they play. Vince Williams, my brother in the super chat, he says, salute to you, great brother. Paul Ruffin, my brother in the super chat, much love to you. Benny Blanco, what's going on? John Arcado, what's going on? Big Len 20, what's going on? And my brother William Old School Arden said I had issues with the super chat. That's what they do, man. They're not sending out notification. It's amazing, man. GB Lifetime Videos, what's going on? I can't super chat on 7A Sports TV channel no more. Amazing. Salute to my brother GB Lifetime Videos in the super chat. Much love to you. Autocomplete LLC, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Bots fans, brother in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. Jay Lynn, peace and blessings to the queen in the super chat. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Harry Jones Jr., brother in the super chat. Much love to you. There you go. It should be refreshed. Baltimore Jackson, what's going on? Javier Carrillo, Social Justice Warrior, stand up. What's going on? Now it should be refreshed. Now everybody should be able to super chat. I don't know what's going on. Joe Brown, my brother Joe Brown, what's going on with you, great brother? Boss Red 357, my brother in the super chat, he said, sent. Yes, sir. Yeah, William Old School, now it came through. DJ Styles, what's going on? I don't know why it does that. I have no clue. I have no clue. It's like you got to break the barrier for everybody to do it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't even stress myself, man. Players Ball, my brother, what's going on? Edward Jones, brother in the super chat, he said, Big Blue, much love, brother. Much love to you, great brother. I appreciate you 1,000%. So yeah, so now we got to look at it from the standpoint, right, and say to ourselves, it's very convenient that it took place in the manner it's taking place for Tyson Fury and Teofimo Lopez. And I feel like Sir Flame, what's going on? I feel like George Kambosos Jr. and Triller, they feel like, listen, there's something going on. Sean Miller, what's going on? They feel like it's something going on that, that they don't like. And they feel like it must be a situation, a scenario where they feel like Teofimo Lopez wasn't being truthful. PFP, Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment, my brother, what's going on? MFPV _ Detroit, my brother, what's going on? Dav 316, brother in the super chat, much love to you. So, Wayman Davis, what's going on? So now let's look at it from this standpoint, right? Is that you think that George Kambosos Jr. and Triller are going out their way and it's feel like they to the point where they're like, well, now it's going to be on our terms. Now it's going to be on our terms. Why? More Masters, what's going on? Why do they suddenly feel like it needs to be on their terms? And then you look at Tyson Fury. They initially told us it was a massive outbreak in Tyson Fury's camp. Well, that changed. That changed. Game Seeker, Mailman Mike, what's going on? David Velez, what's going on? Velez, what's going on? So, Curtis Bridges, what's going on? See Me Grow, what's going on? So now you got to look at it from that standpoint. It's like we're getting conflicting reports for fights that just need to happen and get it over with. Deliver the fights for the fans and get it over with. Now, I don't know what's going on with Teofimo Lopez part. It may be on the part of Teofimo Lopez, maybe on the part of Teofimo Lopez. It's a situation where he don't want to deal with Triller. He don't like how Triller is doing things. Keith James, what's going on? It may not be on Teofimo Lopez. It's easy for us to say, well, Teofimo Lopez don't want to make this fight happen. Well, maybe it's Triller. Because Deion Thomas, brother in the super chat, much love to you, great brother. Because remember, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, they wasn't happy with Triller. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones wasn't happy with Triller. Remember that. So maybe it's something that Triller is doing behind the scenes that Teofimo Lopez is dragging his feet and saying, listen, no, this is going to work out how I want it to work out. Mustafa Cato, what's going on? Twin D, brother in the super chat. He said, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, super chat working again. Smash that like button. Appreciate you, great brother. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, man. It never ceased to amaze me, though. Keith James, what's going on? Never ceased to amaze me. My chat is free. It's just a lot going on with this today. So now think about it from this standpoint, right? Mike Tyson said he don't want nothing else to do with them. Ray Ura, what's going on? D-Stacks TV, what's going on? Right? Mike Tyson said he didn't want nothing else to do with them. Roy Jones, he backed Mike Tyson saying things didn't go the way it's supposed to. Boxing MMA 365, what's going on? Things didn't go the way it was supposed to. I agree with Mike Tyson. Dog Money, what's going on? He said, I never get notifications from you, Blue. I'm not surprised. Dwayne Yosef, what's going on? That's how they seem to be doing things these days. I'm not surprised at all. Not at all. Laquano Allen, what's going on? Laquano Allen, what's going on? So you look at it from that standpoint and say to yourself, right? Maybe it's something that they're doing on their part. Desmond Johnson, what's going on? He said, me either. Not surprised. George S., what's going on, great brother? Appreciate you. So maybe it's something that Triller's doing on their part that make Teofimo Lopez say, you know something? I'll wait. Eduardo Santiago, Warzone, CB Black, what's going on? I'll wait. I'll wait. It's going to be on my terms or it's not going to happen. Guy came in, what's going on? Maybe that's the case. Derek Young, what's going on? Maybe that's the case with this situation. But the fact that the big money seemed to be there, and the fact that he was willing to go to Australia, and now he's saying he'll vacate the belt. Why is he saying that? Maybe he feels something is not right. Benson Blanco, what's going on? Jay Lynn, because maybe there's something in the contract, Queen, that prevents him from being able to say it. Because even when Mike Tyson was going through that, clearly, while he was going through it, 7 trillion, what's going on? Derek Young, what's going on? He didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing till later, well after. Deontay Mosley, what's going on? Mike Tyson didn't make any mention of it until well after, when they started promoting him in future fights, is when he came out and he said, I'm not affiliated with them. I don't have nothing to do with them, and I don't want nothing to do with them moving forward. Rhetoric Lackey, what's going on? 07 Hog Dog, what's going on? Kendrick Williams, what's going on? So maybe that's the reason. J Digital, what's going on? Maybe that's it, right? Because remember, like I said, Mike Tyson didn't come out for a while, and King Doc, what's going on? When he did say something, time had passed. It wasn't until way after. John Santiago, what's going on? When he said, I'm not fighting on that app. I'm not partners with them. I don't want nothing to do with them. They're not good people. Chef Dre Boog, what's going on? Isaac Williams, what's going on? And then Roy Jones doubled down and backed him up and said, yeah, he's 100% right. So maybe it's that. Maybe Teofimo Lopez don't feel like, all right, now the way things are going, I don't know if I'm gonna get a fair shake in Australia. So I'm not going. And he's willing to vacate the belts. The problem is Bob Arum stated that Teofimo Lopez was set to be on pay-per-view. Right? He said that Teofimo Lopez, Elite Trans United, what's going on? Salute to the shot. DRD Prince, what's going on, great brother? I appreciate you. Brian Nobley Barfield, what's going on? KB, what's going on? President Jafar, what's going on? So the problem is, we know he already had a fight in place, according to Bob Arum, to fight Lomachenko in a rematch should Lomachenko get past Nakatani. It seems like that was already being lined up, right? Wayman Davis, what's going on? That seemed to be already in the works and being lined up, right? And so, remember, when Sean, he stated that when he asked Bob Arum, well, Devin Haney wants to fight Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez wants to fight Devin Haney. Hustler Home, what's going on? Jamal Davis, Frank Rodriguez, what's going on? Marky Dan 123, my brother in the super chat. Just too scared of them Aussies judges like Pac versus Horn. Hey, one of the great brothers gave me some information. Don King, what's going on? Mikey One, what's going on? He gave me some information yesterday. I'm not going to say his name. I don't know if he want me to say he gave it to me. B-Bots, what's going on? But the great brother said, I didn't even know this. He said that no American boxers ever won a round on an Australian judge's scorecard. He said, when I was in St. Petersburg, Russia for the World Championships, no American boxer ever won a round on an Australian judge's scorecard. Young Bruce, what's going on? Didn't win a round? Not a fight. A round? Not a fight. A round? Nobody won a round? Nobody won and I'm not talking about they didn't win a fight. They didn't win a round? So if I'm Teofimo Lopez, I'm like, no, I ain't doing it. King Doc, what's going on? Teach Harris, what's going on? I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Dwayne Bowman, what's going on? I can't get a round. Nobody here got a round. One round. No, I'm not going there. And maybe that's what Teofimo Lopez is feeling. And maybe he feel like something is up. And Teofimo Lopez is like, yeah, you know what? Johnny Cash, what's going on? Yeah, you know what? No, I'm not going to Australia. There has to be a reasoning as to why Teofimo Lopez is dragging his feet. Sunbray Murdy, what's going on? But I believe that what was reported wasn't the case. Oakland Man, what's going on? Might not have been the case. Not around, Jalen. the great brother, and this is a very credible great brother, Alex Vasquez. What's going on? But he said that when he was in St. Petersburg, Russia, for the World Championship, no American boxer ever won a round on an Australian judge's scorecard. A round? All right, it's one thing, a fight, but we can't even win a round? Now, come on, we know that's hard to believe, right? B-Box, what's going on? That somebody didn't win a round? They were that much better that we couldn't even win one round? Yeah, Brian Elwich, Manny Pacquiao fought Jeff Horn there. And it didn't go right, did it? Smash the like button. We should be at 1.2K. We're not even at 1.1K. We should be at 1.2K. We're not even at 1.1. Jude 12, what's going on? Get the likes up to 1.2K. OG Eric in St. Louis, what's going on, great brother? Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. We should be at 1.2 already. So Bob Arum, Bob Arum is not one to hold anything back. Byron Pittman, what's going on? The SS family, what's going on? He's not one to hold anything back. Right? Krishan Dalton, what's going on? So now he says that Tyson Fury, he didn't want to follow through with the complete compliance of what it took to be vaxxed. Right? Easy Lewin, what's going on? And so now he's completely on board. Mark Miller, what's going on? So Bob said he didn't want to take the shot, so he got the vid. That's what Bob said. Derek Young, brother in the super chat. In my opinion, Lopez Sr. is mismanaging this whole situation. He has a lot of self-interest. We already know their relationship is strained. I say yes and no, right? Because he got him where he's at. And if everything holds to be true, the deal was good with Triller. Got big money. Because his own promotional company wasn't willing to put up more than 2.3. Sports Express podcast. What's going on? His own promotional company wasn't willing to put up more than 2.3. And then we know that Big Texas Clayton Smith was going on. That even Matchroom came in and put up 3.2. Triller came in and put up 6. So they knew something. Teofimo Lopez Sr. knew something. He did something right. And then if this holds to be true, I'm going off a hit what he said. Jose Sandoval, what's going on? Still Swinging Podcast, what's going on? I'm going off of based on what he said, right? What he said was that they had a deal also, I believe it's with Twitter, if I'm not mistaken, an endorsement deal for $4 million. Well, he know how to get him to the bag. And he talked up the fight with Lomachenko. David Glenn, what's going on? Jalen said, when do you know when to believe Bob? When you already had an inkling that this was going on, then you could say, all right, Rocco 3, what's going on? He just confirmed what we already knew. That's when, Jalen. When we have an inkling that something ain't right, and then Bob confirms it, that's when we know, like, all right, we was on to something to begin with. And multiple people starting to say it. Then we was on to something to begin with. Marky Dan 123, my brother in super chat. Team USA just lost to Australia. That's bad. Again? Oh yeah, they did. Oh, you talking about last night? Yeah, 305 Grant. What's going on? AKA Edward, your boy. What's going on? Yeah, last night. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Dad and Hani, what's going on? Yeah, I see what you're saying. I thought they lost today. I was about to say again. My brother Belly the Bite said, Blue Blood legit says hello to everyone that comes in. Nah, bro, hit the like button. Can't not love this guy. Appreciate you, great brother. Yeah, man, support the channel, support the grind, man. Support the channel, support the grind, man. Joe Wiggs, what's going on, great brother? Beatbox, what's going on? Yeah, man, support the channel, support the grind, man. Soldier Boy 911, my brother in the building, what's going on? So now, Shepherd King, what's going on? So now let's look at it from Tyson Fury's standpoint, right? I feel like this. They had to say F.A. Ajaba was one because he was one that wasn't out and about. God's greatest, what's going on? F.A. Ajaba was one that wasn't out and about. We didn't see what he was doing. So they said, well, it was F.A. Ajaba and Tyson Fury. Because everybody else just continued on with life normally. Puga 214, what's going on? Right? And so we seen them out and about. Virgin Meredith, what's going on? So when they said that Joe Parker came and said, I wasn't me. Wrong person. I shouldn't have been on that list because it had nothing to do with me. Vince Cartre, what's going on? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.2. Get the likes to 1.2. Let's work. So my thing is this. Devontae Richardson, what's going on? Kevin Gray, what's going on? So my thing is this, right? Is that in the sport of boxing, like I said, with the situation with Jamal Charlo, Wagwan reaction, what's going on, great brother? My brother DJ Styles in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute for what you do. Salute to you, great brother. I appreciate you. Much love to you. Antone Martin, brother in the super chat, much love to you. Bohannon reaction, what's going on? Reacts, what's going on? I appreciate y'all 1,000%, man. Showing your boy Blue love, man. Much love to you. So now we got fights that should literally 817 Sharon Harris. What's going on? He said we don't take it serious. See, that's the thing, right? We should legitimately, we should have these fights, no question asked. There should be no question asked. It should be easy to know. Coach 67 Sports TV, what's going on? It should be pretty easy for us to realize and see who's fighting next and who's doing what. Because it should just make sense. It just makes sense. Chaz Oblique 0573, what's going on? Julian Lettersma, peace and blessings to you. Right? Porfe Perez 00, what's going on? James Roper Davis, what's going on? So my thing is this, Luis Rivera, what's going on? My thing is this, right? Is that smash the like button, get the likes to 1.2. Michael Banks, what's going on? We should be at 1.2. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. King Stug, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, I'm tapped in. Salute to you, great brother. So my thing is this, right? I feel like they had to do this with Tyson Fury and F.A. Ajaba, right? Because we starting to look like, wait a minute, you told us that it was an outbreak, and we're not seeing outbreak reaction. For every action, there's a reaction. For every action, there's a reaction. So what's the reaction to the outbreak? We're not seeing a reaction. All we hearing about is the action. Well, what about the reaction? We're not getting a reaction. All we got was an action. You told us what took place, but what's come of it? Nothing? Mike Larry, Justin Hawkins, what's going on? Hyper Awareness, what's going on? James Turner, what's going on? So now you tell us that F.A. Ajaba went to the hospital. He was hospitalized for one day and went home. Sounds like you didn't want to make this fight to me. Sounds like you just didn't want to make this fight. To me. That's what it sounds like to me. You just didn't want to make this fight. You just simply did not want to make this fight. Joseph Wiggins, what's going on? Segro, Origin Park, what's going on? Origin Park, what's going on? Right? And it sounds like you're buying time because you needed more time. Right? It sounds like you was buying time. You needed more time. You wasn't ready. As we know, Big John Fury stated, right? North Memphis 48, what's going on? We know Big John Fury. What did Big John Fury say? My son wasn't focused on Deontay Wilder. He was focused on Anthony Joshua. Well, if Deontay Wilder is such an easy out, he's a one-trick pony. He only has a right hand. Jay, what's going on? Dion West, what's going on? He only has a right hand, and he's a one-trick pony. Then why does it take so much preparation? When you beat him, Belly the Bison, yeah, I gotta find somebody else to make my merch, man. I gotta find somebody else to make my merch. If y'all know somebody, I need somebody to do a website for me, and I need somebody to make the merch. Jay Walk, what's going on? So inbox me, serious people. If y'all serious, man, I need somebody, a new dude, because this dude's dragging his feet, and I need somebody to make a website. Because the website I'm looking at, I'm not liking. I need somebody to do it different. Azark Winters, what's going on? So inbox me on Instagram, Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word, and we can talk business. So inbox me there. So appreciate you, Hyper Awareness. He said he liked the shirt. Appreciate you. Inbox me. Serious people only. Inbox me on Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word, Instagram. So with that said, my brother Paul Counterbox, what's going on? So with that said, right? If it's Deontay Wilder is an easy out because you beat him in every which man. What other way can you beat him but out just knocking him out cold? According to everybody, Deontay Wilder lost the first fight. If you take a poll, Todd Smith, what's going on? You take a poll, right? Everybody said he lost the first fight. He got outboxed. Outside of the 2 rounds, he got the knockdowns in. He didn't even win a round, right? Yes, sir, Soldier Boy 911. Yes, sir. William Nyangoro, what's going on? Mr. Blue, what's going on? So then the second fight, you did what you said you was going to do, which was stop him, right? And if we tell you, well, there's an asterisk by it, everybody says, why is there an asterisk by it? He just won fair and square. Okay, so why you need to overly prepare for a guy that you're very familiar with? You fought 19 rounds already. Ermit Jones, what's going on? You already fought 19 rounds with this gentleman. You need more time? You need more data? Imagine if Floyd Mayweather collected 19 rounds of data on a fighter. Mr. Justin McGee, what's going on? 19 rounds of data. Andre Ward, 19 rounds of data. Imagine if they collected 19 rounds of data. Japo B, what's going on? Okay, Soldier Boy 911, hit me up on Instagram, great brother. Inbox me. Yeah, Johnny Q, 19 rounds. They fought 19 rounds already. 12 rounds the first time, 7 rounds the second time. Art Espinoza, what's going on? And you said you dominated. Everybody says the only rounds Deontay Wilder won was the 2 rounds he got the knockdowns in. Right? So why you need more time? Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 1.3 now. Richard Edwards, what's going on? Get the likes to 1.3 now. Let's keep doing it. Marvelous Tracks, what's going on? Terrell Cameron, what's going on? I know that, Terrell Cameron, but just for to make a case sake, Dog Money, what's going on? Young Moses, what's going on? Yeah, Pound for Pound Sports, because they said that he was focused on Anthony Joshua. So he was already in camp, though. So how hard is it to shift your focus from a technical boxer, Alex Delgado, what's going on, to a guy that only has one punch? Because by now you should know how to nullify his right hand. Don't take much, right? By now, you should know his timing. You should know his speed. You should know little tips. You should know all of those things by now. You should know everything by now about Deontay Wilder. John A. Tay Walker, what's going on? Naturally Toasty, what's going on? Right. So yeah, all this time. 205 Rider, what's going on? J. Armando Melgoza, what's going on? And then you got to look at it from this standpoint as well. Okay, Soldier Boy 911, for sure. Now you got Map S, what's going on? So now you got to look at it from this standpoint as well. It's not about losing weight. Bessie Puma Skills, what's going on? Because he said he wanted to gain weight. He wanted to be 300 pounds for this fight. So you can't say he needed to get in shape because he said he wanted to be 300 pounds. He came in 273, so he wanted to gain weight or just eat. J. Armando Melgoza, what's going on with you? Just eat. Hank Crows, what's going on? Patricia Shelton, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing? SK Level, what's going on? Anthony Smith, what's going on? John Legene, what's going on? K_G, what's going on? Jamel Triple O, what's going on? Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 1.3. Let's get the likes to 1.3. Okay, Hustler Holmes. Jay Lindsay, what's going on? Hit me up, man. Hit me up. I need somebody to do it. S Krypton, what's going on? Elijah on Lawson, what's going on? Everybody tell you they could do stuff, but you know, I want things done a certain kind of way, man. And so just not working out with me, man. I have a vision, a picture in my mind. That's how I want it. Everybody say they could do stuff, and then they come and it don't be that way. Smash that like button though. So Patricia Shelton, how you doing today? Peace of blessings, Queen. So now, you know, Bob Arum is trying to, you know, Bob Arum looked completely frustrated. Completely. He looked completely frustrated, exhausted with the situation. He just wants to make the fight. Marcus Joseph, what's going on? Leslie Puma Skill, what's going on? Bob Arum, get the likes to 1.4. Bob Arum looked like he was completely exhausted with this situation. Like, ah, man, listen, this is what it is. Just essentially just make it happen. Let's just make it happen. So he said now he's going to be good, right? So now the fight, now they're talking about the fight taking place. Initially it was saying October 9th. Now it's being talked about it could be October 23rd. October 23rd. That's huge. That's a long ways off. That's 3 months off. That's 3 months off. Let you Puma Skill, my brother said he out listening to me while on Myrtle Beach. Man, that's a beautiful thing, man. You listen to me and you out there on Myrtle Beach living it up. That's love right there. Appreciate you. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 1.4. Get the likes to 1.4. I'm going to have a special segment today. with my great brother Fred, Barbershop Conversations. He will be on. Ring General 9, what's going on? My great brother has a movie coming out, and we're going to talk about it. Sam G, what's going on? But let me get the historian on right now. So we're going to have a special segment, a special day today, which is pretty cool to me. Non-Wives. I need y'all to go support my brother Fred and Non-Wives. K said, what's going on? Sharon Harris, brother in the super chat. Wilder need to speak on this. It's no need. Joey Rodriguez, what's going on? Because anything he says, Sean, what's going on, Sean? It's no need for him to speak on it because anything he says, JAO, what's going on? Everybody's going to take it with a grain of salt. Oh, he's just making excuses. Oh, this is. He's already against it. He's already against it. The Village Brother, my brother in the super chat, someone needs to do a class action lawsuit. Hey. Yeah, that's a fact. Old Ben, what's going on? Because here's the thing, right? You got to look at it from this standpoint and say to yourself this, right? Richard Edwards, what's going on? Is that's a long ways off for Deontay Wilder has already been training. And like the Queen, Tiana Scott just said, it's going to be almost 2 years until they get back in the ring. It's going to be what, 19 months in October. Edgar Valencia, what's going on? It's going to be 19 months. By the time they fight in October, it's going to be 19 months. The problem is, Smoke With Me TV, what's going on? The problem is that Tyson Fury has never actually fulfilled any of his obligations. Tyson Fury's never fulfilled any of his obligations. When he had a fight lined up, right? He's never fulfilled any obligations. None. He had a rematch clause with Vladimir Klitschko. Didn't do it. Gerald Davis, what's going on? He had a rematch clause, immediate rematch clause with Deontay Wilder. Didn't do it. So if Deontay Wilder comes out and says, "Oh, you know, I don't know what to believe," and Edouard, what's going on? What could he say? What could he say at this point? Is I don't believe it. What does it change if he says he don't believe it? If he says, I don't believe that it to be true, this to be the case, what does it change for him? Azark Winters, what's going on? Brother in the super chat, C19 shouldn't cause a 3-month delay when one can either get or quarantine providing it's been contracted. I smell an unhappy end. Hashtag duck goose. Hey, this is my thing. That's what I said, Wayman Davis. Show proof. King Beef 79, what's going on? We should see some proof. Where's the proof? They asked Deontay Wilder for proof. For everything he says, everybody asks for proof. Jeremy Jones, what's going on? Now they say it's an outbreak. Nobody's making any mention of the stories conflicting. Nobody. Nobody says, well, you said this, and this is happening. So how do we know? Nobody's questioning nothing. Robert Lucien, what's going on? Louis Saint, what's going on, great brother? Jay, what's going on? Nobody's saying that. Julian Lettersma in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Fury ordered some new gloves from Margarito, and it got delayed. Oh, he said Fury ordered some new gloves Oh man, he ordered some new gloves, and it got delayed. So now he had to delay the fight. Unreal. Oh man. Unreal. Man. Best pugilist. What's going on? So here's the thing. We always ask Deontay Wilder to speak on something. But what could he say? Brent Lawson, what's going on? Xavier Smooth, what's going on? What could he say, right? What could he say that's gonna make you feel like Robert Golden, what's going on? CB3 amazing, what's going on? St. Louis Mick, what's going on? Jeremy Jones, what's going on? So what could he say right now, right? That's gonna make you say, okay, I see what you're saying. Coco Puff 70, what's going on? What could he say? Right, K said, but they'll tell you that I'm the one that's biased. Right? That's what they'll tell you. Let this be a basketball player, a football player that this had taken place with. And it's conflicting like this. Oh, you see Stephen A. Smith all over this. Part twice, what's going on? You'll see Stephen A. Smith all over this, right? All over this, you'll see Stephen A. Smith all over this. Well, what was you doing? And you should have been being careful. And you should have been being responsible. It's irresponsible on your part. All over this. Where are they now? Remember that TV show? Where are they now? Remember that? Where are they now? That's what's happening here. Where are they now? Where are they right now? Chantel Hill, what's going on? Where are they? Taylor for Wealth, what's going on? Where are they now? Where are they? Axel 39, what's going on? Ron Robinson, what's going on, great brother? Where are they now? Just asking. Jafari Caesar, my brother in Super Chat. Stephen A's Zaddy told him to say that. Yeah. And he clearly don't know boxing. Grail Sobelli, what's going on? Clearly, he don't know nothing about boxing. He's clearly a casual fan of boxing. Clearly. The XO of the RO, what's going on, great brother? True Culture, what's going on? Ruz Punk K, what's going on? Yeah, smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes all the way up. EJ Love, what's going on? Deshaun Duckworth, what's going on? Get them likes up, man. Let's smash the like button. Matt Money, what's going on, great brother? So get the likes to 1.4K, man. We should be at 1.4K right now. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.4K. Matt Money, what's going on? Get the likes to 1.4K. Right? Dane Pierre, what's going on, great brother? So my thing is this, right? Is that they should see page 412 gaming. What's going on? They should be talking about this. Nobody's talking about this. Because remember, nobody wanted to see it anyway, right? See, everybody, Tom, Alvin McMillan, what's going on? Everybody just wanted to see, according to reports, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Albert Harper, what's going on? So it's abundantly clear it doesn't matter what happens with Tyson Fury on his side. It only matters what happens with Deontay Wilder on his side. Imagine if this was Deontay Wilder that had to pull out. And we see his entire team out and about. Can you imagine what the headlines would be if this was Deontay Wilder that had to pull out? Oh, it would be everywhere. They would be telling you, that's it. We should be moving on. Anthony Joshua, let's just move on from it. That's what they'd be telling you. Slim Jim 314, what's going on? That's what they'd be telling you, right? If this was Deontay Wilder, they'd be telling you, oh, let's move on. Oh, you see, Malik is healthy. Tay Jones is healthy. Chris is healthy. All the sparring partners are healthy. We don't believe it. So we need to just he needs to just step aside till he's healthy. Anthony Joshua fight, that's what will be happening right now. That's what will be going on right now. For sure. We got my brother, Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, a.k.a. my brother, my co-host. What's goody with you, Kurt?
Blue blood, what's going on with you, my bro? What's up, chat, a.k.a. the family? How's everybody doing on this Tuesday evening?
Chilling, Kurt. Hey, Kurt, we're going to have a special segment in the last hour. Fred going to come on, and he's gonna talk about his new movie he made, Nine Wives, Kurt.
Okay, this should be interesting. Okay.
Yeah, this gonna be beautiful, man. Upstate Boston Talk, what's going on? Matt Money, brother in the super chat. You was out the P, my guy. I see you. Hashtag Meek Millie. Hashtag Slingshot Blue. Salute to you, great brother. Yeah, I was out on my bike today. Man, you know, the weather been cloudy every day, Kurt. It's been foggy, man. And so I just can't. Today they said it wasn't going no rain. So I was like, man, let me go to the store. I had to make some runs to the store and stuff. So I took my bike with me, man. Had to take a spin.
What kind of bike you got?
I got a Slingshot.
Oh, it's okay.
Three-wheeler. Salute my brother Fred in the building in the super chat. He said, Blue, can you put the link in the chat or DM it to me? Oh, just send me your I'm gonna send it to your email. I'm gonna send it to your email in 15 minutes. Anthony Smith, what's going on? Brick Johnson, what's going on, great brother? What? My super chat's just converted. Shot 7210. What's going on, great brother? Tyrone Buchanan, what's going on? My brother Tony Montgomery in the super chat. Will the WBC still make a decision on July 25th, or is that postponed too? Oh, that's going to be postponed too. Remember, Kurt, they said they was going to make a decision on the 25th, right? Well, that's going to be pushed back. That's going to be pushed back. Guyanese Fire, what's going on? Hey, Soldier Boy 911, get it. Just get it, great brother. Hey, Kurt. So now let me ask you, Kurt. Did you see this whole situation and scenario? First of all, did you hear Bob Arum said there wasn't no outbreak? It was just F.A. Ajaba and Tyson Fury, Kurt?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
Amazing.
It's become a full-blown circus. You don't know who's lying, who's telling the truth. I don't believe none of it. I believe maybe one or two people, but had it. But I for some reason I don't believe Fury. I just don't. The whole thing is a mess, man. Now Deontay Wilder, who trained so diligently and hard, and your body get up to a fever pitch, and then you get the call saying the fight is off. People don't realize how hard it is to slow yourself down till you got to get back up. And we're not sure if the fight is going to be rescheduled or postponed altogether. It's tough. And this what Wilder get for being nice, resurrected his career, and now he got to go through this.
Sure did, right, Kurt? Resurrected his career, right?
Yeah, he did. It was Wilder and Joshua, and everybody else was a distant second. Fury wasn't thought about. He was a footnote, basically.
Yeah.
And Wilder said, "I'll give him a chance," like he did Ortiz, and look what happened. Fury become champion, and all it is. This kind of remind me of Terry Norris versus Louis Santana back in the day, where Terry Norris was dominating the fight, and I think Norris hit him down when he was down, and Santana rolled down his back and did flips. I'm just exaggerating. He won the title on his back, Blue and Chat. And then he had to reschedule a fight and all these shenanigans. And I remember when Terry Norris beat him the second time, Terry said, "I wasted a whole year messing with this guy." That's what it remind me of.
And you know what else, Kurt? And salute to Dimitri Armstrong, brother in the super chat. What's up, Blue? You dropped a 5. I just thought that I'll return it to you, my brother. Salute to you, great brother. I appreciate you. Young Law, the star, what's going on? Hey, Kurt, remember that Chad Dawson, Bernard Hopkins situation? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Chad Dawson was man, he was so upset, Kurt.
I remember that. Yep.
He did. Bernard did all that rolling around on the ring.
Yeah, Bernard threw his own self out the ring. When you look at it against Joe Smith, he launched himself. I looked at it in slow motion. I said, "Yeah, Bernard would do something like that."
Unbelievable. He did, Kurt. I gotta watch it again now, Kurt.
Yeah, the punch wasn't as bad as it looked, but he launched himself on the ground. I mean, when he was going out the ring, he could have stopped his momentum, but he didn't want to.
Hey, Kurt, MX Go was going. I never paid that no attention, Kurt.
I know Bernard, I did, but that was his way of getting out the fight.
Oh, Kurt, I'm going back to watch that now. Oh man, Marky Dan 123, my brother in the super chat. Salute to the historian. What's your favorite rivalry? Mine was Israel Vasquez versus Rafael Marquez. The fights were classics, Kurt.
Sure was. Mine, of course, is Ali and Frazier and Leonard Hearns. Ali-Frazier is the cornerstone, is the absolute top of the mountain, not only when it comes to boxing rivalries, but sports rivalries. How many times have you watched a football game and the team's going back and forth and the announcer says, "This is like Ali versus Frazier"? How many times?
Mm-hmm.
Basketball, football, baseball. I done heard them say it a million times. Ali and Frazier is the best rivalry in sports history.
Mm-hmm. And what made it such, Kurt?
You had, this goes to Spencer Crawford. You had the people's champion, Ali, who was stripped of his title from 67 to 70. He came back. When he came back, they had the heavyweight tournament when he was stripped, and Frazier won the tournament. He was an undefeated champion. I believe he was 26-0 with 23 knockouts. Ali was 31-0 with 25 knockouts. You had two undefeated prime heavyweights in the same division. Rings a bell? Spencer Crawford. And people was like, who would win? There's not enough room for both, and they fought. The fight was so easy to make. They fought. It was quickly made, and political what politics was involved, the class of personalities. Frazier was the puncher, Ali was the boxer. It was a perfect storm, and it just captivated the world. And when dumb people say Manny Pacquiao is just as important than Ali, I fall out my chair. I said that's criminal to compare Manny Pacquiao to the great Muhammad Ali. He was once the most recognizable face in the world. That fight did 470 million view. 470. Ali and Foreman did 1.1 billion. Ali and Antonio Inoki, just like Floyd using that recipe as a UFC, he fought a Japanese wrestler. It did 1.1 billion. Ali and Foreman did. That one did 1.4 billion. So when you compare numbers, even with Floyd or Manny, anybody, nobody numbers compare to the great Muhammad Ali.
And Curry, do you think it was largely in due part to the fact that his suspension and then the fact that he had, the anticipation, is that helped it? Or even if he didn't have that layoff, would it still have been as big as it was?
It still would have been as big as it was, but it didn't hurt. Just like when Mike Tyson was released from prison, when he fought, he could have fought Big Bird on Sesame Street. He fought Peter McNeely. When you have a fighter of that magnitude, the anticipation is great. Curiosity kills the cat. You want to see how he comes back. And Frazier was a very good fighter. And Ali, and everybody knew about Ali in the mid-60s, they wanted to know if he was the same fighter, which he wasn't. He should have took a couple more tune-up fights. He fought Jerry Quarry and I believe Oscar Bonavena, but he should have took a couple more because I think he underestimated Joe Frazier. And he lost.
Yeah, you thought it was why you thought that overconfident or
overconfident. He thought Frazier was just a brawler, which he was, but he underestimated the way Frazier threw his left hook. He had great timing on his left hook. Great timing. He hurt Ali. He knocked Ali down. Ali underestimated the hook of Joe Frazier and the relentlessness of Joe Frazier, the intensity that he brought in the ring. He was one of the best pressure fighters in boxing history. Ali found that out the hard way on March 8, 1971.
Loving now, Gator. What's going on, great brother? Now, let me ask you this question, right, Kurt? Ali, without the layoff, is the fight itself, King Vonnie 86, what's going on? Is the fight itself still a competitive? Or if he didn't have that layoff and lose that time, do you think that Frazier could still have the success he would have against him?
No. Ali footwork wasn't the same when he came back. If Ali didn't have the layoff, Muhammad Ali would probably be number one fighter of all time, or tied with Robinson. I would have had Robinson 1, which I have, and I got Ali 2. But if he didn't have that layoff, he probably would have been first, because I never seen a fighter with that footwork. You can go look at Zora Foley fight when he was in his prime, Ernie Terrell, and Cleveland Williams. He was in his absolute prime against Cleveland Williams. He would have dusted Frazier off because of the footwork. He lost the footwork when he came back. He wasn't the same. He couldn't move the same when he came back in 1970.
Beatsbox, what's going on? Rock New Yiddy, what's going on? Tone Capone 1, M Dub, what's going on? DP Rocker, what's going on? Yeah, we got Larry LeVar DeMos, my brother, in the super chat. He said dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Fury looked at those training videos and realized he's going to be dealing with the revamped focus Wilder, and everything he does will be under a magnifying glass. I hope this fight ever happens. I hope this fight ever happens. I believe it's going to happen. Is Terry Smoot Jr. What's going on? Let me ask you a question about that, Kurt. Kelly Shaw is going on. Do you think Rebel Eye was going on? Do you think the extended time is going to hurt Deontay Wilder or help Deontay Wilder? Because I look at it like this. Now he's just going to get even more time to sharpen up with Malik. Or do you think it's going to bother him that he peaked already?
No, I think it's going to help him. Coming off a loss, you need time psychologically to revamp yourself. The physical part is easy, but it's the mental and psychological part. You need time to think about things, to get focus. And Joe Louis, when he lost to Max Mellon in 36, he didn't fight him again until 2 years later. That helped him because he thought about it, what he did wrong, changed his attitude. He underestimated Mellon. And same thing with Wilder. The more time you give him, the more his chances increases. And with Fury, him being a flake, meaning he's unstable, his chances, goes down. So, excuse me, I think this helps Deontay Wilder. It really does.
Dion Thomas, brother in the super chat. What's your opinion on Edgar Berlanga Jr.? I like Edgar Berlanga, man. He's a power puncher. In the amateurs, it's funny because in the amateurs, he was a pure boxer. Now he learned how to sit down on his punches. He turned himself into a power puncher. And I like Edgar Berlanga and what he's going to bring to the table. I definitely think he needs to garner more and more experience. They were talking about him and Gabe Rosado. Now, Kurt, it seemed like Gabe Rosado is going to fight Jaime Munguia. So we got to see who his next opponent is. But I definitely think he needs to go through the different stages and levels of the early part of the sport of boxing. What's your thoughts on him, Kurt?
One thing I worry about guys like Berlanga, and I've seen it a million times in the sport of boxing, where they hit so hard, they depend on their power, and they don't work on other things. They don't work on other skills like defense, slipping punches, going to the body, building blocks for a knockout because they so dependent on that power. That was Felix Trinidad problem. That was Mike Tyson problem. That was Sonny Liston problem. When you go through history, George Foreman as well. They just think they could just walk in the ring, throw a couple punches, and their opponent's going to fall. But Berlanga, that guy was having success against Berlanga in the last fight. He should be working on his craft scientifically, learning how to box, setting up the knockout, jabbing. Don't force the knockout. When you try to knock somebody out, you get knocked out. He got away with it because he was fighting a lesser opponent. Seemed like the guy's legs wasn't there. But if he steps in with an experienced fighter and a guy who could box, like we seen Freddie Roach fighter, the Dominican kid, Elvis Rodriguez, he was outboxed against Manny Pacquiao's sparring partner. He's going to suffer the same fate. So if I was him or his team, I would tell him right now, work on other skills. Your power is going to be there. Your power is a natural. You have heavy hands. Working on the jab will set up everything. So that's what I hope he's doing that. If so, he'll have success because he's in a division that's very competitive. He's a 168 pounder. He's big too, so he probably make it to 175.
Mm-hmm. Kelly Shaw, Varvar World Boxing. What's going on? Mr. Johnson, what's going on? Drip Raiden, Prince Blizzard, what's going on? KQKC Boxing Network. Go subscribe to my brother KQKC Boxing Network. What's going on with you, OG? Khalik Raouf, Ahmed Bey, what's going on? Boxing fans, Guy Kamen, what's going on? So, do you know Dazzling Urbanite? What's going on, great brother? Do you know the gifs of the movie Non-Wives that he made, Kurt?
No, I don't.
So it's about Malcolm X. It's about the history of what took place, with Elijah Muhammad and his extra wives. So it's interesting, Kurt.
Yeah, I know the backstory. Oh, okay. I know the backstory. and I'll support the film. Absolutely.
Yep, yep. So he gonna come on, and I'm gonna send him a link in a second, Kurt. Anything else you want to talk about regarding boxing before we do that? Only the Funk. What's going on?
No, I'm just looking forward to the fight with Charlo Castano and the boxing schedule in general. It's not one thing I'm like really talking about, but just looking forward to some fights coming up. Mean Machine is fighting Virgil Ortiz. We knew that was going to happen. It was announced today. That could be very interesting. That could be a very interesting fight. I still favor Ortiz, but Mean Machine can make things interesting.
And one more thing I wanted to ask you before we get to the great brother Fred. Ruben Perez, what's going on? Did you see Ronnie Shields and Jose Benavidez Sr. going back and forth today?
No, I missed that, man.
Yeah, so they was going back and forth, and it just was essentially a bunch of, you call this person, I call that person. Did you call him? I called Al. You not telling the truth. Tell the truth. Harlem Mike, what's going on? For a fight that Jamal Stafford was going on, a fight that should just be so simple to make. He told Ronnie, listen, we'll come down to 160. Then Ronnie said, I'm not the promoter. You got to call Al. He said, I did that already. Ronnie said, you're lying. You didn't call Al. It's just like it was just a bunch. And I'm like, man, this fight it just shouldn't be this difficult to make this fight. It just shouldn't be that difficult. What's your thoughts on that, Kurt?
It's very disappointing. I blame Charlo for some reason. I take Benavidez' words out. He wants to fight. He really do. By his aggression. They're in the same promotional companies. I just think that Charlo is just like sandbagging, man. I don't really think he want that Benavidez smoke. If they fight, then that's good for boxing. I said it will be a very good fight, and it is a fight that makes sense. They could do it in Texas. Both have great fan bases. Both are good fighters. Make it happen. But I think it's Charlo. He may be like, I'm not a 168 pounder, but it's, you call him, like you said, I'll call him, you call him, and speak to him and tell Al this and send the contract. It's a bunch of jaw jacking, nothing more.
Yeah, I was super surprised, with just the back and forth and just the, I'll call, you call him and I'll call, he said Donald now 660 OG Grant, triple OG in the building. Sin Strong TV, what's going on? He was saying, I told the Louis earlier, he ain't tell me nothing about the fight. They never mentioned nothing about the fight. Ronnie said that, so he, Jose said, hey, Fred, I sent you the link, great brother. So he said, if you fight us, it's the direct line to Canelo Alvarez. That's what Jose Benavidez Sr. said. And Ronnie said, why we got to fight you to get Canelo Alvarez?
And Benavidez Sr. is right. Go ahead, Blue. He's right.
Mm-hmm. And he said, why we got to fight you to get Canelo Alvarez? So then Jose Benavidez Sr., you can see he got a little bit frustrated. He's like, oh, okay, right. You don't need us. We don't bring nothing to the table. So Ronnie's like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, why don't we need you to fight Canelo? He said, oh, you must have the fight already. And Alex Corona, what's going on? Westside, what's going on? Rainy Boy, what's going on? It's just like, Q-Dog, what's going on? I was just like, Sylvester Stallone in 2011, what's going on? Me personally, Kerr, I was like, man, this should just be easy to make. You're both with Al. Make it happen. Plain and simple. Hey, we want this fight. Let's make it happen.
I'm gonna tell you something about Charlo. If he doesn't fight Benavidez or Canelo, he's going to wind up losing to a Montiel-like fighter. And I'm gonna tell you, I was arguing with my friends. I say Munguia would beat him right now. That's what I see. That's what I see. A lot of people disagree with me, but Munguia is smart. Munguia is not calling out anybody because he has a new coach in Eric Morales and he's working on things. But the pressure that Montiel put on Charlo, you can triple that pressure, and Mejia punches harder than Montiel and takes a much better punch. You know, and Charlo has nobody to blame because he never got better. And a fighter who doesn't get better is a regress fighter. Uh, Listen, I mean, a lot of people be like, "No, I think Charlo beat Munguia," but that Montiel fight, that fight right there bothers me because if Montiel was just a little better and a little more hungrier, we would have been talking upset of the year.
And if he'd have stayed orthodox, it would have been interesting.
Yep.
DeJuan Robbins, what's going on, great brother? If he'd have stayed orthodox, I wonder how it would have played out. There go the great brother. What's going on with you, King?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Kurt? How y'all feeling, man?
Hey, Fred, what's going on?
Oh, man, I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great, man. So Charlo sandbagging, huh?
Yeah. Man, I miss Super Chat. Jason Bourne, brother in Super Chat, said Ali didn't lose the fight. Frazier looked like a cauliflower and stayed in the hospital for a month, Kurt.
Yeah, he got punishment, but he lost the fight. I mean, Ali didn't go partying after the fight. You know, his jaw was jacked, man. Ali suffered punishment, and when you look at it, that really started Ali's downfall health-wise. Frazier put that punishment Ali for a lifetime.
Yeah, that was a tough one. So my brother Fred, man, we got it. Hey, man, got to give you a round of applause, great brother.
That's love, man.
You know what I'm saying?
From y'all too, for sure.
Man, so go ahead, man. Just tell the people what you got going on and everything, and just start kicking it off.
Hey, first of all, I'm gonna say this. I was like, man, I gotta go to the next super chat. I'm trying to take the super chat off the screen, man. You should be on the other side, dog. I'm like, let's go to the next super chat. Dog. I got my mouse right here trying to change it and shit. I'm like, man, what is going on, man? man.
Hey, I'll be doing the same thing, man. When I'll be watching it, I'll be pushing. I'm like, oh man, it ain't my channel, man.
Man, no one drives my car but me, Blue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That passes me too much, man. So, man, I did a film called Nine Wives, and for those of you who don't know, I have a great affinity for history. I was a history major in college, and I ended up working for a black newspaper called the LA Sentinel. And throughout my time, I've grown an affinity, one for Malcolm X, as many of you guys know, but just in general, telling stories about Black history. And as I told stories, I grew an affinity just for like telling the truth and the stories that are untold. And so Nine Wives is an untold story of the other side of the coin of the relationship with Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad. It's something that's been buried for now 56 years. And the Nation of Islam and many people who subscribe to the Nation of Islam and or support have buried this history. And as many of you guys know, I'm pretty fearless in terms of telling the truth. I'll stand on my square. I'm the pull-up king, as many of you guys know. And I think it's time that we hear the other side of that coin. You know, by no means am I saying Malcolm X is perfect. By no means am I saying anyone else is perfect. But I think we need to make this story 360 as it pertains to the relationship of Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam. And just to give you guys a backstory, quick backstory, 5 Nation of Islam members walked into the Autobahn ballroom and murdered Malcolm X. And previous of that, his son Wallace D. Muhammad had a conversation with Malcolm X. Whether he knew before, whether he knew after, is totally up to you as a person who intakes the information.
Hold on, Fred. Before you get into that, tell them about when the movie is going to premiere and everything.
Yeah. Thank you, Boo. So August 5th, man, you guys can pre-subscribe, man. Pre-order the movie. It's The Barbershop Conversations /9 Wives. The Barbershop Conversations /9 Wives. And the discrepancy between Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X was, one, morality, and the ascension of Malcolm X when he came back from Mecca. And I believe the where Elijah Muhammad stood in terms of his morality. I believe Malcolm X ascended beyond what Elijah Muhammad had created in the Nation of Islam. And Malcolm X actually confronted Elijah Muhammad as it pertains to the woman. And what's beautiful about this, I appreciate you, Taylor Bell. And what's beautiful about this is I've interviewed people who was actually in the house when Malcolm X had the conversation with Elijah Muhammad. I stand on not every word of this film, every syllable of this film. Every syllable of this film is accurate. I've cross-referenced it. I have interviews to back up everything that is in this interview. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just important that we tell the whole story, because next generations is going to say Malcolm X was a hypocrite. You know, the Nation of Islam go around every day exclaiming Malcolm X is a hypocrite. He's a traitor. He's this. So if you believe that, let's hear the other side of the story so you can formulate your own opinion. You understand? It's no longer an idea. It's no longer a charge. It is a fact. Elijah Muhammad he impregnated at least 9 women, giving birth to at least 23 kids that we know of. Okay. And many of the ministers turned his back on him. I'm not sure if you know the story about Louis Farrakhan and Malcolm X, how they had dinner in Queens, New York, and Louis Farrakhan end up siding with Elijah Muhammad, and some may say he turned his back on Malcolm X, which I 100% believe. And even Muhammad Ali said in this said that one of his greatest mistakes in life was turning his back on Malcolm X, because the things that he said would happen did happen. You understand? And it's not to take jabs at, by no means am I taking jabs at the Nation of Islam. I just want to tell the truth, man. You know what I mean? And I've done my due diligence. I've interviewed and had conversations with well over 100 people. I've spent thousands upon thousands of dollars. I've gone thousands upon thousands of miles. Everything is cross-referenced, you know, from the FBI files to actual sitting in front of people doing interviews. You understand? So it's a short film. It's about 15 minutes. I've been about 6 months in. I committed about 6 months of my life to this film. It's extraordinary. It's truth. You guys know how the same way I am as a journalist is the same way I presented this film. The truth is literally in your face. Okay. And it's going to grab you. It's going to force you to make a decision. It's going to force you to do your research and cross-reference what I said. And I've spoken to Elijah Muhammad family members. I've spoken to long-term Nation of Islam members, friends of Malcolm X, I've spoken to Louis Farrakhan's childhood best friend, and the list goes on and on and on. And I even have interviews from family members that I can't release because I signed a NDA. Let me do this interview. I'll come down in a second. Okay. And I can't release until things happen. And it's a real intense film. I'm excited to share it. For those of you who want to know my background, I'm Emmy nominated. I won the biggest Black film festival in America, so I'm accredited. This is my 6th film. This is my 2nd scripted film, I believe. I forget how many films I've done. I've won too many film festivals to count. For those of you who don't know that side of me, and I'm excited to share this film with the world, man. It's on Barbershop, the Barbershop Conversations /9 Wives, and it's in my bio on Instagram. But it's just real important, and I appreciate y'all, man. We had I dropped the film Sunday morning, and from Sunday morning to now, we've had close to 700 people pre-order. So I appreciate the boxing community. I'm forever indebted to y'all. You guys have put wind beneath my wings and made me the journalist that I am. And I'm just grateful, Blue Blood and Kurt, that close to 700 people have already pre-subscribed. I'm gonna post that on my Instagram in a minute, man. And it's just incredible how y'all supported me, man. I'm in 2 days, I think I've sold more tickets than most fights. You understand what I'm saying? So it's whether you're pro Elijah Muhammad, pro Malcolm X, this is an important part of history. This is a very important part of it that's never been told, never ever been told. You understand? So that's where I'm at with it, Blue and Kurt, and I can't wait to share it. August 5th, man. August 5th, it goes live with the world.
Yeah, man. Before we get Kurt, I know Kurt got some questions for you, but Demetrius Bright, brother in the super chat, said, Blue Blood Kurt, looking forward to the historic film Non-Wives about Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad. Appreciate the dedication of Black history.
Mm-hmm.
Man, salute to you, great brother.
Nah, it's and I hear people in the chat saying, I'm not talking about what he did for the Black community. I'm talking about what separated him from Malcolm X. If you believe in his in his message to the Black man, it's totally on you. I'm not challenging your belief. I'm giving you the truth and you deal with it. I'm not arguing with it. If you can disprove me, disprove me. You understand? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he wasn't this, he wasn't that. I'm talking about what happened between their relationship. And it's going to be a great conversation between Elijah Muhammad and one of his wives. You understand what I'm saying? And Malcolm X said it before he died, and for that Elijah Muhammad told him that he had at least 9 women and had fathered all those kids. And history has proven Malcolm X to be in the 90th percentile in terms of honesty. You know, let's just call a spade a spade. You know, if you do your homework, even the FBI agents who was trying to set him up to be murdered or being allies with the Nation of Islam to murder him said they couldn't believe how honest the man was. You know, and they said he was so honest that they knew what, like, he would pick up on the second ring. They know Malcolm X picks up on the second ring. He's always 10 minutes early. He eats 1 time a day. He prays 5 times a day. They knew his routine. That's how disciplined the man was. So it's up to you. I'm not force feeding you. I'm giving it to you. You know, and it's $5.19. Malcolm X was born May 19th. This is in honor of him. You know, and I'm just excited to share this with the world, man. I think I'm mature enough to do this now, Blue and Kurt. You know what I mean? I think in my 30s I would have been way more rambunctious, you know, way more emotionally and opinion driven. You understand? And I'm glad these people are still alive to share their stories. I've interviewed John Ali, who was the national secretary. I spent the whole day with him. I flew to Chicago and spent the whole day with this man. I spent 12 hours with this man. And the things that he said, see, people don't know the things that he said. You know what I mean? Like he said, every minister, I'm going to quote this man, and I'm going to post it on my Instagram sometime this week. He quoted and said, every minister in the Nation of Islam wanted Malcolm dead. But before he said that, I wasn't recording at the time. And he said Malcolm was, we were eating, having dinner at one of his favorite restaurants. And he said Malcolm wasn't going to make it. He was getting real comfortable. You know, now we're in dialogue. I'm not interviewing him at the time. I had already did a 2.5-hour interview with him in my hotel room. And he said Malcolm wasn't going to make it. And I said, huh? So I put my phone down. I said, you mind if I record this? He said, sure, no problem. So I put my phone in the middle because now my computer is put away. You know, I put my phone down in the middle of the table. And I says, can you say that again? You hear me on camera say, can you say that again? And he didn't. And I guess he had forgot what he had said then about Malcolm wasn't going to make it. He says, no, if you listen keenly, I'm going to post it. But you hear all the chatter in the background. But he said, every minister in the Nation of Islam wanted Malcolm dead. And I said, what do you mean by that? He said he was a hypocrite. He betrayed the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And then I went on to ask him, it's just so much, man. It's so much to intake. And I'm glad at 93, 92, you know, he was willing to do an interview with me. It was no sneak attacks. I mean, I spent the whole day with him. He called me 2 days later and said, thank you, you know? So, and it's a part of history that needs to be told. It's a part. So man, so that's where I'm at with it, man. And, thank you. I put my heart and soul into this, Blue and Kurt, and I'm excited to share it with the world, man. I really am, man. And August 5th.
Can't wait, man. Ahmad is Ahmad, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. We got Demetrius Bright, brother in the super chat, dropping a dub on us in the super chat. Fred, supporting what you do. Here's a show of appreciation since I accidentally left your name off. Much respect, blessings.
Yeah, and I'm glad people are choosing sides, because that means they're emotionally vested in it. You understand? I'm not. All I'm doing is telling the facts. I'm leaving my opinion out, and it's gonna hurt a lot of feelings, you know. And it's okay. The same way that they hid it for 56 years, how they lie and say he was married, when his own family, says he wasn't married to those women. He wasn't married. He wasn't married to those women. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then when Louis Farrakhan said he was married, and the family says no, he wasn't married, they didn't get the money. They didn't get the money. You understand what I'm saying? They had to go to court and fight for it. You know, so it's I have court documents. I have police records. Oh man, I spent thousands of dollars just getting those. You understand what I'm saying? So anything they say, I can disprove, you know, and I'll be happy to do so if they want to, and they can talk about my facts. So that's where I'm at with it.
Go ahead, Kurt. What you got for him, Kurt?
Well, we commend you, Fred, for making a movie that nobody wants to touch. It's taboo in our community, and I'm gonna tell you this: it cuts deep with me. And as amazing this may sound, unfortunately, the people who assassinated Malcolm, is from my hometown, Newark, New Jersey. They come from a very violent, radical mosque. I'm not going to say the name of the mosque. I know that mosque extremely well. And one of the guys who shot Malcolm, we could say that because he's not here, but it's irrefutable proof, was my boxing coach who taught me to throw a right jab and right hook. When he touched me, I like to freaked out, man. So he was a heavy-set guy who had white hair later in his career, but we commend you making this film that nobody wants to touch, and it cuts deep with us. I'm quite sure you got some things in there that people's gonna feel uncomfortable.
Sure,
but the truth has to be told.
Yeah.
If we don't like it, it still have to be told. So you spend your hard-earned money and your time, and we thank you for that. See, we're just, if you're an LDBC member or affiliated with LDBC, it's more than boxing. We wear many hats. Many people wear many hats, and you making movies, and we're going to support the movie. I'll be looking at it tomorrow. I'm going to support it, and I'm quite sure people in the chat and Blue as well. So we commend you. Job well done.
Yeah, thank you. And just to be clear, I want to be exceptionally clear on this. Only my money touched this project. Only my money. And for those who have any questions about Fred's integrity, I turned down $1 million from Warner Brothers. $1 million deal from Warner Brothers about 4 years ago for my intellectual property. And this was one of the projects that they wanted to do with me. But I said, I can't have those jewelry guys giving me money to do a project like this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell no, I can't have, the opposite of black telling me, hey, you got to do it this way. You got to do it that way. No, I spent my own money doing this project. You understand what I'm saying? And I am proud of myself for this. I am absolutely proud of myself for this. It took courageous. I get the emails all the time. Hey, look out. Hi, we coming for you. Ha, 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 ha. I get all of that. I'm going to be candidly honest with y'all. The past month and ever since the Wesley Muhammad interview, I get death threats all the time, dog. I'm just going to keep it a buck with y'all. It doesn't move me. You understand? I think your divine truth will certainly outlive you. And like you said, Kurt, the story needs to be told, man. And if you guys have any questions of who the man he's talking about, he probably don't want to mention his name while he's on the show, but go watch Who Killed Malcolm X, and you'll see the man. And he actually was involved in a current great fighter now, who I'm dying to interview. who I'm actually dying to interview now. So it was very intense and a cathartic experience for me. You know what I mean? It was very a cathartic experience. You know what I mean? And I spent my own money, my own intellectual property, time away from my family on my own. And everybody knows this to be facts because I talk about it every day on my show. You know, so it's no secret what I did the past 6 months. And it's an extraordinary film, man. You're gonna see one of Elijah Muhammad's wives have a conversation with Elijah Muhammad and that you've never seen before. And it's going to force you to have an opinion and do your research. And it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I encourage everybody to go to the Barbershop Conversations /9 Wives and look it up. You know, I'm going to get all the bullets for this, man. You know, I live in Los Angeles. This is probably the third largest concentration of Nation of Islam members. You got Chicago, New York, and then you have Los Angeles, you know. So it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? And I stand on it. You understand? I stand on what I said. You know, I interviewed 2 people who was in the house when Malcolm X went in there. They said he felt like he lost his spirit when he walked out of that room with Elijah Muhammad. Like
my thing is that, and before I get to Emmanuel H, brother in the super chat, dropping that hundo on us in the super chat. Keep rocking, great kings, dropping them truth. Our bombs, hashtag for us, hashtag can't stop us. Facts.
Yeah.
My thing is this, right? Is I'm reading the chat as we talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just curious to know how come we would rather stay one-sided than to hear both sides. Like we're just comfortable with one side, but not comfortable with getting the other side.
Right.
We're quick to say, well, because I'm seeing people saying, well, Malcolm wasn't perfect. Nobody said he was perfect, but there's 2 sides to every coin. And so why not want to hear both sides from each coin?
Right.
Why are we quick to say, oh, this ain't real. Oh, this is nonsense. Or this is that. What was you there? Hey, my grandfather, and not to slight anybody, but my grandfather used to say this, right? And we used to laugh. But when people, you know, that you get the people come knocking your door and they want to give you the pamphlets and everything and tell you, if you don't go do this, this is gonna happen to you. And my grandfather used to say, hey, you guys are witnesses? Yeah, I'm witnesses. And he would ask them, was you there? Right? That was he asked everybody that all the time. Was you there? Right? If you wasn't there, then how could you side with one side and say this to be truth without wanting to hear every last detail?
Mm-hmm. Right. We
should and brother Kick Science Socially said it don't want to hear both sides. Everybody lost.
Mm-hmm.
No, everybody didn't lose, great brother, because Malcolm's daughters and wife that was sitting there, and my grandmother that happened to be in there as well. See, that's something that y'all don't know. My grandmother was sitting there as well
in the ballroom, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
So for people that just say, oh well, we don't want to hear. No, you didn't. We didn't take the losses that his daughters and his wife took.
And his daughters are still alive.
Right.
Well, 6 of them.
So we quick to say, well, everybody. No. Don't you think that they want to know the truth? Because if it was you would want them to know the truth. Period. All around strong, brother in the super chat. He says, salute to you, great brother.
Hey, what's up all around? my DMV king, man.
Candy Slim 501, brother in the super chat. He says, salute to you, Fred, for doing this much needed work. As a former AL Islam member, I asked what brought you to do this documentary.
It's scripted. It's not a documentary. It's a short 15-minute film. And I'm from Harlem, New York, man. I can't walk down the street and not pay my respects to a Nation of Islam member from birth to now. Like I can't. And now that Lenox Avenue was named after him, you can't help but but growing affinity for the Nation of Islam, and since Malcolm X was a name that swirls through the wind in Harlem, you have no choice but to pick up information and do your research on them. And as you get older and more mature, it gets more intense. You get more, you see both sides of the story. And that's it, man. I mean, Malcolm wasn't perfect. You know, his wife left him 3 times. You know, he wasn't perfect. Like, I don't understand. He's a man. He is a man, just like Elijah Muhammad is a man. Louis Farrakhan is a man. Stop putting, I think we have a lot of Messiah complexes. You understand? And I'm not painting him out to be perfect. I'm just telling the story that they don't want to tell y'all. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an uncomfortable conversation. You know, it is a very uncomfortable conversation. And I asked the Nation of Islam members, why don't y'all tell the other side of the story and stop saying Malcolm was a hypocrite? Malcolm, man, he betrayed. Listen, you cannot betray. Listen, help me understand. They said he betrayed his teacher. Right? If he betrayed his teacher for having a high moral compass, who's the problem? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And for him to act like Caesar and the 3 monkeys, he no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, whatever, you know, the shebang. It's just I don't grasp it at all. I don't grasp it at all. As you guys know, my platform is I'm very honest and open about my life. I don't claim to be no gangster. I'm a dork. You get what I'm saying? I am who I am. I'm not gonna act out of character. So this film is right in line with where I'm at in my life, you know, as it pertains to my growth, you know. And I had to be very introspective, Kurt, and I got a lot of flaws in my life, you know, and when you see men like Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X and other entities, it forces you to be accountable to yourself. You know, right. It forces me to be a better father, man. Like at the end, to be a better man. You know, and I believe I'm a work in progress. You know,
as
we all are. You know, but the most beautiful thing about my life is there's nothing you can tell my inner circle about me that they don't know. You can't put nothing above my head and be like, oh, Fred did this. Fred did. Okay. If you know, they gonna know. So you get what I'm saying. So it's that. And facts over feelings, as Blue Blood say all the time on this show, man. Facts over feelings, man. And it's an important piece of work, man. Mm-hmm. It's an important piece of work. My gosh, man. And man, man, his family members said what he did to Malcolm was wrong. What he did to his wife was wrong. I'm quoting these people. He sent her to live in DC oh man, I ain't did that interview in about 3 months. I gotta, but he basically had his girlfriends around his house, like, and he would fly them to Phoenix and do all this, and knowing his wife knew. You understand? And one of the quote from his family members said she knew if she divorced him, everything would crumble. Everything would crumble if she divorced him. You're gonna hear it in the film. Not in my voice. Not in my voice. In their voice. Like I said, I'm presenting the facts and you deal with it on your own accord. You know, and people gonna say, oh, I'm slandering. How am I slandering the name? And I got two primary sources for every syllable in this movie. He stole millions from Muhammad Ali. The Nation stole millions. You understand what I'm saying? And Don King knew. You know what I mean? And
it's deep, but
yeah,
sometimes people just don't. True. We don't like truth. We like fiction. That's why action movies are at an all-time high.
Right. And you know what's funny? By accident, Bob Arum confirmed what my cross references said. Bob was in the barbershop, and I said, Bob, because he had a promotion company called Main Bouts. He was in the FBI files, and I said, Bob, you know you're in the FBI files. Can you explain to me how y'all handled the money? He says, oh, I took 50%, and I gave the 50 cent to Herbert and John Ali. And I said, oh, John Ali said it. Bob Arum said it. I said, whoa, that's really how it happened. And then I said, Bob, would you want me to give John Ali number? Nah, he was a very peculiar man. And he is a peculiar man. He's a very peculiar man. And oh man, I mean, he gave so many details, and I asked him to describe the house, you know, just so I can get across. Man, John Ali said, John, this is the national secretary who absolutely loved this man. He said Elijah Muhammad has so many secretaries on the third floor. I said, describe the house, because I want the people to know what the house looks like if he says something like that. And he said, what happened? He said that was his business. It's in the interview that I'm going to release. It was his business. That was his private life. He said I said, how many did he have? Too many to count. These aren't my words. This is a very comfortable John Ali in my hotel room. You understand what I'm saying? So it's it is what it is, man. And August 5th, the film is done. So whether I'm here or not, the film is done.
It's too late, Fred.
It's too late. It's too late. It's too late, Kurt. It's too late. The film is done, man. The film is done.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, Fred, did you get the feeling that people knew what Elijah Muhammad was doing, but because he meant so much to us, well, the nation, that Malcolm X was killed because he rocked the boat too hard and he should have looked the other way, because people knew what was going on, but Malcolm just should have been quiet and went along with the program. Do you get that feeling?
They wanted him to. See, you got to take into account, and here's what I do know. I spoke to people from Mosque 12. That's in Philadelphia. They were known for being the most aggressive mosque, right? And there was like a rough element to them. There was like a street element to them where they went out and went and got the money. Malcolm's moral compass wouldn't allow him to do it. You understand? And he wasn't supposed to be quiet. What was supposed to happen was Louis Farrakhan was supposed to say, I'm with you. You understand? Like, Louis Farrakhan knew. Man, don't you know Mike Wallace looked him in the eye and said, I was on the phone. Malcolm X put me on, and this is long after he's dead, about 30 years after Malcolm is dead, with his eldest daughter. 1 second, I'll be back in a second, okay? Okay. With his eldest daughter. And he looked Farrakhan. I posted on my Instagram. He looked Farrakhan in the eye and said, you know, I spoke to those women. I spoke to those women. And you knew about those women. And Farrakhan said in a compressed way, I did. No, he didn't say I did. He said, you're right. I have. And so the ministers knew, because on the weekend, they would go deliver their money. Saturdays and Sundays, it was a privilege. It was an honor to sit down and have dinner with Elijah Muhammad on the weekend when they would go up to Chicago. It was like an honor to be called to Chicago, you know. So he shouldn't have been quiet. The humanity in us should have protected Malcolm, you know, and more importantly, or as important, we should have financially protected Betty and the kids. I wish I was in the position that I was then to protect them financially, because there's no way Malcolm should have been left in the cold February 15th after his house was bombed and the Nation of Islam took his home. It's no way a man like that willing to sacrifice his life should be out in the cold, and he had $100 to his name or something like that, you know. So it's disheartening when you know the truth, you know. And the comments that Farrakhan has made since, you know, he was a hypocrite. You know, he wrote an article with Malcolm X's head bouncing down the street, you know, had a lot of ill regard knowing he has 6 daughters that are alive, you know. And he said he admitted to being a part of the energy as it pertains, you know, which coincides with what John Ali said, that all the ministers wanted Malcolm dead, you know, because if you were a leader in the Nation of Islam, you had a safety net. You understand? You had a safety net with what the monies that came in, you know, and you had a place you literally had a place at the table when you went to Chicago. And it was he shouldn't have been quiet. Malcolm should have been protected. I believe Malcolm should have been protected.
Mark it down 1, 2, 3, brother in the super chat. Have you been receiving any threats?
Yeah, I get threatened having a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Man, come on. It's par for course, man. Whenever you reach beyond your reach, you know, and I mean, that's par for course, man. That's par for course for this to happen, you know. And you know, I'm not concerned with that. I'm really not concerned with that, and I'm not fancying over death or anything like that. I'm just gonna live my life and live in expectation, you know, and that's it. But the fact, see, here's the most beautiful thing about it. Oh, they didn't kill Malcolm. Well, if you speak out against a nation, your life is in danger. Irony? Is that irony or no? A lot of irony in that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this ain't the U.S. government we talking about. We talking about black men who's supposed to love black men. So why would my life be in danger?
Right.
You know, people say, "Oh, don't do the film." I had a lot of older people. Don't do the film, man. You're gonna endanger your life. I'm confused. Didn't Elijah Muhammad say we don't carry guns? Why would my life be in danger? So, you know, so it is what it is. And if you love Elijah, love Elijah. Just hear this side of the story. You understand? Everybody wants the truth, except when it pertains to their moral compass. You understand? Oh yeah, I want to know what happened around the corner. How he get killed? Oh, he was a gangbanger. Yeah, I told him to stop gangbanging 10 years ago. But if it's your cousin, nah, that's not the story, you know. So it's gonna be a 15-minute ride. And let me tell you this, I'm so close to getting that Sam Cooke song license. If I get that Sam Cooke song license, man, I'll be so happy.
Oh man, that'd be wonderful.
Ooh-wee, if I get that Sam Cooke song, you know what I mean? And how can you? Yes, and that's another thing. When people say, "I'm glad you brought that up," how can you love Malcolm? How can you love like just being humanity, being a black man, if you don't want to know what happened? He has 6 kids that's still alive, you know. And I think Louis Farrakhan needs to speak on this. There's still a handful of people still alive. I mean, after the comments, I'm gonna post what John Ali said. None of this is my voice. I'm just repeating quotes. And everything that I post on my Instagram is a primary source. It ain't like, oh, this is Fred's opinion. I'm not saying nothing. Nothing. All I'm doing is posting primary quotes. That's it.
Dwayne Jones said, contact Sam Cooke's daughter, Carla.
Oh no, I'm talking to the publishing company now. I'm talking to them right now, and I'm just waiting on them to say yes. Once they, oh man, it's gonna be a moment. This is going to be a moment in our history, man. If you guys been supporting me, you guys seen my elevation, you guys seen Blue Blood elevation, Kurt Sugar's elevation, man. This is going to be one of these benchmarks where you said, I remember Fred doing this project. It may not be my best work, but it's one of my most important works. You understand what I'm saying? It's one of my most important works, you know, and I stand on what I see. The one thing you guys got to understand about me, I stand on what I believe in. That's it. Y'all move, almost move, but almost did.
Hey, I was just waiting for one. I'm like, one. You gotta give me one. You gotta give me one. I know.
Oh man, I will stare the devil in the eye and get burned.
Oh man,
you understand, man? When you come, man, my mom was on crack, man. My mom cold turkey crack July of 1985, and we've been growing and elevating ever since, dog. You know what I mean? Food stamp and block cheese, dude, man. That's who I am. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm not, you guys see a refined version of me. Like, you know what I mean? You guys know my story. Ain't no need to get into it, but my integrity, you know what I mean? I've had challenges along the way. I had to steal in my 20s and my teens when I was in college. I had to steal college books. But now I hold myself accountable. I hold myself accountable now. You understand? So, you know what I mean? And that's no, I have not spoke to Farrakhan. I do have his personal number. And I have all his numbers. And see, that's the most beautiful thing about when you're talking to family. Like, you need to go talk to Farrakhan. But I want to do that interview in person. You understand? I really want to do that. And if he wants to, you know, but it's definitely going to be the questions that, shall we say, if this was a boxing match, that are Malcolm X supporters in the blue corner, Louis Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad's in the red corner, I'm definitely going to ask questions that align themselves with the blue corner, you know? So, yeah, I do believe it's not a matter of belief. Mr. Hayer said he was a part of the Nation of Islam and he shot him. This guy lived in Newark, New Jersey for 50 years plus. He just passed away 3 years ago, if I'm not wrong, somewhere under 5 years. You understand? So it's no secret. It's no secret. It's no secret. Everyone was complicit with this. It doesn't happen. This murder doesn't happen without black people. There was 5 black gunmen. You know what I mean? So it's a powerful piece of work, man. The Barbershop Conversations. It's gonna be on August 5th. It's gonna be uncomfortable, man. You know, you're gonna shadow box, you might cry, you might say F Fred. And I want those emotions. And then I want you to go to Google and do your research. Go buy your books and do your research. You know what I mean? I asked John Ali about him being an FBI informant. He talked about him being interviewed by J. Edgar Hoover. I asked him all of this. It's in the interview. You understand?
Man, I can't wait.
Yeah, this film is strong, man. It's 15 minutes. Every word that his wife says to Elijah Muhammad, I dare you to refute me on it. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you to ask me, is Farad Muhammad white or black? I dare you. He's white. Or shall I say he's not black? Does that make you feel comfortable? So the ideologies of a non-black man is leading black men. Come on, man. You know what I mean?
KP from KC5, brother in super chat. People defend them like they did Bishop Long.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. In that tight shirt. You know what I mean? Yeah, she did tell me he was Pakistani, like some type of that. You know what I mean? Pakistani, you know. So she showed me Khalila Ali showed me pictures of him. You know, I interviewed her for 15 hours. You know, man. Whew. Man, it's man, the word she used, she said they were HOES.
Wow.
That's what Khalil Ali said. That's what they were. Yeah. So it's
Oh man, I can't wait to see this, man.
Oh, it's strong, man. It's strong. It's strong. It's 15 minutes, and it's going to be a cathartic experience for you. It's going to be a cathartic experience for all of us, and it's one of these films that goes down in history, man. And the fact that 700 people already supported me, come on, man. I appreciate the support over the years. I've rarely asked you guys to spend your money. You know, matter of fact, I think this is the first time. You know, in support of a project, I believe that's bigger than me. You know, so I thank you guys, man. I thank you. This is one of the most powerful things that I've done in my life. You know, I'm gonna tell you, Kenny is right here. I'm putting her helmet on. You know, I was so entrenched in this project. Everybody that called my phone, Kennedy would say, "Is that Malcolm X?" Because I was so entrenched in this. Like, I gave 6 months of my life to this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think that was the right thing to do. I think that was the right thing to do, to not watch no sports. You know, I mean, you know, you get what I'm saying, but like really, really cut out all the fat in my life and really, really focus in, even if I had to watch an interview 10 times, you know, and I did it. And now I'm on to the next project. Hopefully I'm shooting it next month, you know. And the most beautiful thing about this, Blue, is Malcolm will be proud of my effort. You understand? He'll be proud of my effort. And that's and that's all I ask. You know, same thing is Deontay Wilder coming on his platform and telling you thank you and saying champ side press 1 and saying things about 78 and saying the LDBC's name. Just showing appreciation. I genuinely believe he would show appreciation, you know. And I have my own trip to Mecca that I do. I go visit my grandfather in Virginia, and I go visit Malcolm X at Ferncliff, you know. So I'm doing that later on this month. And just to say thank you, man, for the 2 men that inspired me, one non-family and the other one family, you know. So now I don't have to prove. No, you prove to me he's black. Prove to me he's black. Shit, I know a black man. I've been one for 43 years, you know. So it's gonna be one of these. You definitely gonna have you definitely gonna be DMing me after you see it, man. I wish I could release it now, man, you know, but it's not done. I gotta get code corrected and all that, but yeah, man. I mean, if you guys like film producers, man, I'm Emmy nominated. Ain't no facts. Google it. Like, I'm Emmy nominated, dog. I won the biggest black film festival in America, man. I am legit, man. You know, like how you guys see Steven Spielberg. He just got more awards than me, but I've been nominated for every award he's been nominated for and won the biggest black award in history. So in terms of producing films and creating stories, you know, my strongest suit is creating the story. You know, I learned on the job how to actually on job site create a film. You know what I mean? I had to learn that, but I've gotten better over time, and in about 5 years, it's gonna be amazing. And I'm gonna reiterate this, and I want you guys to really grasp and understand what I'm saying. In 2000, and Sam Watson can confirm this story. Okay, Sam Watson can confirm this story. I was the hottest director producer probably in LA for about a year.
Wow.
That I come off an Emmy nomination, and I did Floyd Mayweather's documentary. Yeah, I remember that. I was the hottest, man. I was taking calls left and right. Everybody wanted a piece of Fred. Everybody. I didn't take nobody's money. Sam can attest to these stories. Me and the brothers walked into a studio and got handed. I said, no, we ain't taking it. I'm telling you the truth, y'all. I don't compromise when it comes to money, man. I know on a bad month, I can go out and hustle and get $3,000. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't take their money. All these movies, 9 out of 10 movies you see is their money. They're curating our history. I am curating whether you agree with me, whether you think I'm a coon, whether you think it's on me. The only way I would use their platform is for eyes. You understand where they lease the project, but not to create it. They ain't creating nothing. I'm going to create it. And if CBS wants to lease it for 6 months and put it on CBS, they can do that. But I'm not going to allow them to create it. No, I'm going to use my money to create it. And I did that. And I encourage everybody, whatever you believe in, put your resources behind it. It can be done. You know, my first film, Blue, I melted my jewelry to do my first film. I melted my jewelry, dog.
Wow.
Man, I melted my jewelry. So I encourage everybody, stand on what you believe in, man. And if you need some inspiration, the Barbershop Conversations /9 Wise. You know what I mean? We need about 13 more people to get to 700, man. We about to get to 700 people who bought this film in a matter of 72 hours.
Hey, you don't have the link?
Oh yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Thank you.
Put it in the chat.
We need a handful of y'all to go spend $5.19. All right. I need that. Okay. Click that link and do that. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Kurt. What you got for him, Kurt?
Well, that goes to show you your character, the content of your character. When you didn't take the $1 million, that's professionalism and integrity. Because when we sell out, or you see a director or producer sell out for money, our culture is already co-opted, and that would have made it worse. Our stories usually get romanticized. So, you know, we're thankful that this is your baby, and you don't owe anybody nothing. We wish you get the Sam Cooke song. That song is monumental. And hey man, I'm quite sure the people in the chat is going to support. So that 700, you're going to see a 1 in front of that 1700.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm with all that. Man. Yeah, we had 696, man. We had 696, dog. Shout out to Deshaun, man. He's number 696. Tell him, Deshaun, you number 696, dog. Yeah, man, we gonna get it, man. I appreciate y'all. We about to hit 772. Not even Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. About close to 64 hours, dog. Thank you, y'all. I totally appreciate y'all, man. It's extraordinary, man. It's extraordinary, man. The more eyes that get to see it, the better. You know, so
it's epic.
Yeah, man. It's it's gonna cause a man. Yeah, and
it's gonna cause conversation.
What?
Barbershop conversation.
Man, they gonna be they will respond to it, and in about, you know what I mean, and in due time, someone's gonna pick it up and show it on their platform, and but they're not gonna curate my history. They're not gonna tell me how to create it. Nah, that ain't happening. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it, and I stand on my guns. You know, I can't afford right now to do a full length feature. You get what I'm saying? That costs a lot of money, and a lot of time, you know, and I can't financially do that now how I want to do it. And so I got to do it in these micro films, and then that's called short films that I can tell these stories, and that's affordable, man. And so, you know, guys, I didn't do this on an iPhone. I did a 2-camera shoot. I rented a studio. I had a makeup artist on desk. I had a behind the scenes camera on deck. I had a still camera on deck. I had craft services, all that. So this is a real film. I'm doing a premiere for all the talent so they can bring their friends down in a movie theater. You understand? So I just need y'all to share it. I need y'all to share this film, share the flyer, go to my IG, put it in your stories. If you have a platform, interview me. If you want to go on IG Live, you got 10 followers, 10,000 followers, 1 million. I don't care. Your 5 people are important to this project. It's very important. So share it. It's just critical. It's critical. And I'm not saying I am the apex of masculinity and or perfection. This is just a story that I did my research on. And if you love Elijah Muhammad, cross-reference your love for Elijah Muhammad. You know what I mean? So and that's what I believe in, man. So we see where we at, Blue. See where we at. We had 696 a moment ago. Where we at? Where we at? Oh man. 714, dog. Get the
we support.
Yeah.
We show support here, bro.
714, dog. 714.
18 people just copped it. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Don't stop now.
Let's get it to 1K, man. Let's get it to 1K.
Don't stop, man. $5.19, man.
Let's get it to 1K, man. Let's get it to 1K, man.
That's beautiful, man. Man, that's beautiful. Silent Heroes on Instagram. Everybody interview me, okay? If you have Instagram, interview me. We can go on IG Live. I'm dedicating my life to this project to the end of the year, okay? And then I'm at the top of the year, I'm going to drop another film. I'm dedicating my life to this, not for the money, because every dime I get in this is going towards the next film. You get what I'm saying? This film was well over $10,000 to create. You get what I'm saying? Close to 20, to be honest with you, you know, of my money. I could have took their money. It's nothing for me. I'm gonna tell you, I live in Los Angeles. It's nothing for Frederick to go out and raise $50,000 for a film. It's nothing. It will take me 30 days to go raise $50,000. I'm being dead ass honest with you. I'm not lying. I'm being candidly honest. Okay. I said no. I am, and what actually helped too, Blue, is that I wouldn't spend, because I think we spend about $2,000 every trip when we go for boxing. Easy, right? Every time we go. So I'm like, hold up, this boxing money, I'm not going to no fights. I'm only going to Earl and Deontay. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm just going to put this money into this project, and we had 725, dog. Yeah,
10 more people. Hey, Kurt, our peopleizations is showing up, Kurt.
Yeah, I knew they would. I knew they would. That's why I said you'll see one after before that 7. Fred, real quick. When did you grow up in Harlem at?
On Hum 47 Linux, 101, 125 Esplanade Gardens, man. Building.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Right across from the bus depot, man.
Was you in Harlem in the 80s?
Yeah, I left in 85, but I was 8 years old. I was
okay.
I'm 43. I'm 43. And go ahead.
Oh no, I lived at 138 and 140th.
Oh yeah, I walked by all the time. So yeah, you know about the nation, and you know how important the nation is to Harlem, and Harlem is to the nation.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a whole fact.
Yeah, you walk by them all day, every day.
Mm-hmm. And it's a staple of the city.
Yeah, and I'm grateful for that. This is just a story. I'm not here saying the nation is full of crap. They don't do X and Y for the community. I'm talking about this story. That's it. Mm-hmm. And if you and if you can, the bus depot, yeah, exactly. And I could never find parking. My family could never find parking on that. God,
there's no such thing as park. Hey, only people that park there is people that leave their cars there for months.
You're right. You
can't even see in the windows.
Oh man, that's so true, man.
Tony Montgomery, brother in the super chat, he said, "Can't wait. Shining light in the shadows. Thank you in advance. Double salute to you."
Man, that's love, man.
We got the great brother Stay Ready Boxing TV in the building. He said, "Salute to Bluebird, OG Kurt, and got Fred on the show." Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to come on your show. Stay ready, man. Please, I want to go on everybody's show. Like, this means this much to me, dog? Like I'm doing interviews till December for this. You know how people just give up when the film come out? No, not Fred. To the end of the year. This is all I want to talk about. Yeah, Deontay Wilder knocks out Fury. Yeah. Great. Now, go buy 9 Lives.
Brother highly anticipating the super chat. He said, "LOL, don't be saying my government, Fred."
Yeah.
Fred.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, Kurt. Jack T, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. I know some want to protect an image, but is it worth it? Getting in bed with Hoover, framing black men who went to jail for crimes they didn't do, and leaving a black family homeless. One man worth that?
Right.
Facts. Candy Slim 501, brother in super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Malcolm was the realist. I left Islam when I learned better. All religions are based on tradition from African, Kemet, Egypt. Check Dr. Joseph Ben on YouTube to know your history, black man. Who we got? We got Woke the Truth, brother, great brother in Super Chat. He said 2 copies, Fred.
Appreciate you. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know.
We got LaMarcus Jordan, brother, LaMarcus Robinson, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the Super Chat. Had to cop it. Salute, fellas.
Man, that's love.
Salute to you. Intelligent Savage 629 in the Super Chat. Just picked it up, Fred. Salute, Blue, Kurt, and Fred. Enjoy all you guys bring to us.
Man, that's beautiful. And I want to say this too.
Oh, let me get this last.
Oh yeah, take your time. Take your time.
Dre Finest brother in the Super Chat. He said, "What's the deal at Blue, at Kurt, at Fred? Is everything kosher? You dig from DC to the DMV?
What's up,
make it do what it do, family. Salute to you, great brother."
739, dog. We hit 1,000, dog. Let's go to 1,000. Let's go to the moon, y'all.
Absolutely, that's right. Absolutely,
that's for sure, man.
Hey, I want to say this too, and as men, I'm talking to your masculinity right now. Like, man, just the one thing about man is we must, whatever we create, we must love and protect. Okay. Right. And I'm talking about your business, and obviously I'm talking about your kids, right? If you hold your friends accountable for being a great father, you have to hold religious leaders accountable for being fathers to their kids. Don't you? Oh shit.
Oh, Fred.
Yes.
There's people asking, the link is not there no more.
Yeah, let me put it right there. Let me put it. Here's the link. Here's the link. We appreciate you, man. And yeah, it's just incredible. But I'll say this: hold Elijah Muhammad accountable for being a father to his kids. His kids are still alive. You know what I mean? And they have questions. Even though they still may support Louis Farrakhan, they still live with questions. And they're going to defend Louis Farrakhan, and that's fine. I'm not asking them not to defend Louis Farrakhan. I'm asking you to tell me the truth about what happened. That's it. That's it. You can still love. I'm not telling you not to love Farrakhan. But I do know Farrakhan turned his back on the truth that night. Because history has proved Malcolm X right. He hid it for as long as he could. But it proved him to be right. And that needs to be addressed. The nation should address this. The nation will never grow in astronomical numbers because of this. You can't have great fruit and bad roots. You know, that don't go together. You know what I mean? So if we tell the truth and have honest conversations, we'll be better. We'll simply be better, you know, and I'm humbled by the support, man. I'm really humbled by the support, man. It means a lot to me, man, because you don't know how people are going to perceive it. Because keep in mind, as I'm creating this, more people are telling me no than yes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, don't do that. They're gonna come get you. I'm like, and I obviously play dumb. I'm like, but they black. They're a black religious group. Why would they want to come get me? You know, so right. So the reason why I said it is so it can make sense to them.
Right.
You just tell you. So you said if I tell this story, black men gonna come and get me.
Right. Battle ready fitness and defense, brother in Super Chat. Had to get it. Salute, Kings. Stay doing this for our people. The one thing we missing is unity. Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it piece by piece. And I think we got to get all the germs out of the scab, out of the scars, man. You know what I mean? And that's simply the truth, man. That's simply it, man. Mm-hmm. That's it, man. Machiavelli Mafia, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the Super Chat. Salute. I grew up in the nation and knew it. And I don't think people understand what Elijah meant for the foundation of members' daily lives. But it doesn't matter. The real is the real. R.P. Malcolm. Yeah, it's. I mean, that mosque
and I've had the pleasure of speaking to people. Don't you know everyone in that mosque knew? It's
Mhm.
like it's like knowing everyone is leaving at 1:00 to go watch the NFL. Well, I'm not sure what time NFL comes on at 1:00. 1:05, the Giants game is coming on, so we got to be out of here at 12:45 so we can get home. Like it was like that type of conversation. Oh, you know, the man who killed Malcolm, he comes here and he teaches boxing down the street. He got some potential world champions, and that's the conversation that they had. So my question is, if the Nation of Islam have their own court, they have their own court system, right? Where they kick you out of the nation, they suspend you. Like Malcolm was suspended for 90 days. His sons were suspended for 90 days. And so even John Ali said he was suspended multiple times. And if they have their own court system, why didn't they bring him before their own court system?
Yeah, it's a great
That's true.
question.
You know what I mean? Yes.
I ain't never think about that.
Yeah.
I tell you, in Newark, we have a very large Black Muslim community.
Mm-hmm.
Businesses, we have brothers. It was very popular. It was a staple of a Black restaurant. It's not there anymore. There's been a lot of stuff going on in Newark. And the guy, that was my boxing coach, man, even I knew. So I'm part guilty, just like everybody else in the city of Newark. We knew, but it was taboo. Shh, be quiet. Don't say nothing. That's the guy. You know the rest. Don't say nothing. We was on that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And we're smiling in his face and knowing that was the guy that was responsible. So it was a very eerie feeling. And I'm not going to say the man's name. My younger brother, his real name is Michael, but he changed it to Faraj.
Mm-hmm.
He was a member at this ultra violent mosque that's in Newark. And to me, it was like they were blind in faith, because even though they're a religious sect, if they was told to do something, no matter how heinous or violent, they would do it.
Man.
So it was kind of hypocritical for them not to use a gun. It's just like the guy who, unfortunately, murdered Big. I believe he was Muslim. So, most of them was called to do hits. And so when I was like 6 or 7 years old, it was weird because the Black Muslims, it was a conflict. Half of the people I would talk to say, "Oh man, they good for the community. They, pro-Black," and then another half, including my father, used to be like, "Don't bow tie wearing ends and stuff like that. Muhammad Ali gonna end up broke. Watch." So you do the math.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ended up broke. He had to go on this. Y'all know he went on that tour and had to do all those speaking engagements, and but it's incredible, man, that a lot of those members that Kurt is speaking of did time for being part of the Nation of Islam. Don't you hear what I'm saying? They did time for committing crimes while doing. Clarence X is a great example, who comes from Farrakhan's mosque in Boston. Was a monster. You know what I mean? Like, he was convicted of assault with a deadly weapon, for beating up a man for not selling newspapers and turning over. And these are facts. I'm not making this stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just incredible, man, that they sweep this under the rug, man. And I think if you love the truth and you like whole stories, this is a layer of a whole story that I'm definitely excited to share. Even in the 6-part series of Who Killed Malcolm X, don't ask. What do you mean don't ask?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What do you mean don't ask? So it's it's and dare I say this, it's intentional that they go into the jails and employ their practices on people who are searching, who are trying to heal. You understand?
Mhm.
And guess what? The nation get government funded to go in the prisons. Did you hear me? They are government funded to go in the prison and teach Islam. The government is a part of this. They get government funding.
Ding, 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 ding. You just double jeopardy, Fred.
Yeah, like the prison complex is just I'm just trying to explain. I'm telling y'all the truth. And there and so like he was on my show too, Dimitri Muhammad. He says, "Oh man, this is this is good that we're getting this government contract so we can preach in the church. I mean, preach in the prisons." I'm like, but don't you teach separation of state? You're solving your own country. Like, I'm confused. You tell we don't take welfare, we don't vote, we don't do this, but y'all take government contracts.
Mm-hmm.
It don't add up.
Don't
add up. So these are facts. These are facts. And so do they, it's not by accident. See, and god damn. So it's not by accident that Khalid Muhammad never made it back to the nation. Don't you know, a year and a half later, Louis Farrakhan was on the steps with the Million Man March. And if he had took Khalid Muhammad back, the Black Caucus and the Senate would have denied him those privileges. And Khalid Muhammad begged him, take me back. See, the difference between Khalid Muhammad and Malcolm X was Malcolm X was in the spiritual realm. Khalid Muhammad was in the physical realm. He saw Farrakhan as the vessel to God. I believe Malcolm X was alkaline to God. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So there's Khalid Muhammad would have got there. But don't you know, if we supposed to protect our brothers, and Khalid Muhammad said nothing wrong. He said nothing wrong. But he said he didn't like it in the energy in which he said it. But he said the same thing you say. He said the same thing y'all been saying for 50 years. But he gets outed. Khalid Muhammad was going to be a problem. They knew it. He would have been, dare I say, bigger than Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan plays in the middle a little bit now. You know what I mean? And he's older too. So I mean, preservation of life is important. We're all human. I'm not condemning him for it, but he's not extreme. He doesn't say nothing that you don't say when you're talking about race in boxing. He don't say nothing that Kurt don't say.
Mm-hmm.
But Khalid Muhammad was willing to hold people accountable. You don't get to have a Million Man March where Martin Luther King stood without government assistance.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
So we got to get out of here, fellas.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Thank you, man.
Machiavelli Mafia brother in the super chat. He said, "Just got my copy, Fred."
Yeah, man. We gonna hit a G-ball by tomorrow, man. We gonna hit the G-ball.
Fred Robinson said, "Grab my copy. When does it drop? Or hit the email."
August 5th. August 5th, it comes out, man. That first Thursday in August, man. It's gonna be an extraordinary night for me, man. It's gonna be an extraordinary night for you and us. I'm gonna have the actresses on. Hey, Blue, would you mind spending 10 minutes with the lead on this? Have her come on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Have her come on for like 10 minutes, maybe next week or something like that. They'll Google Gaga over her, but she can come on and talk about the film. And but it's just not Blue. Thank you, man. Blue,
thank you, brother.
And you're not obligated to share your platform with me, and I don't hold no one accountable for not. You understand?
You're my brother, and you know how we ride, so you already know what it is, man.
Yeah, I love you, Kurt.
You know, I was offended the fact that you just said, "Hey, you mind if I come on?" I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
I have to wipe my feet at the door. You know what I mean?
Wipe your feet before you come inside.
Yeah, I have to. You pay the bills in that house. I don't. You get what I'm saying? And I love the people that come in here and financially support you, man. You know what I mean? It's just important that this grind and the energy that y'all two have, man. It's special. DB and I are building that. We aspire to be better than y'all, you know, and that's a tall feat,
as you
should. Know, and you know, we gonna have our patches now because you know DB is a Nation of Islam member.
Right.
This is coming from the heart. Like I told him, like, this ain't an attack on you. This is something I've been wanting to do for years.
Right.
And now that I'm spiritually able to do this and financially support myself and still live a comfortable life, I got to do it now. Kennedy's going to school in September. So it's going to keep on going. So thank you, Blue. Kurt, I love you. I love you, Blue. I love everyone in the chat.
You too, King.
Yeah, you know, and I appreciate you guys' support, man.
Hey, Fred.
Yes, please. Yes.
Well, 1 second. I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you see the bunk breaking documentary that Tariq Nassim did?
I want to watch. Is it good?
It's great.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah. See, now I got space in my schedule where I can do it, you know, because really, I really locked in, man. You know, and it like every day I was doing interviews for like hours at a time, you know, because old people like to talk. Old people talk in paragraphs. They don't talk in sentences. And
that's a fact.
Excuse me. So I'm sitting there like just listening, and I have them all recorded, and you know, and but you know, yeah.
And one more, Summer of Soul. I recommend that.
Yeah, I want to watch that with my mom. See, my mom is going on my trip to Mecca with me, so my mom and I will be in New York, and we're gonna spend a lot of time in the hotel and a lot of time walking through Harlem. So we're gonna watch.
Great,
I'm intentionally not watching it so I can watch it with my mom. So
she's gonna love it. She's gonna. It was beautiful, man. Beautiful.
And I know it's true coming from you, man. So and then the next donation, man, we gotta put all of Kurt's DVDs and cassette tapes and videotapes in MP4 format because I know his VCR is on his last legs. Okay?
hey, Kurt, tell him how many fights you got, Kurt.
10,000.
12,000. That's not including amateur fights, man. I don't know what to do with them, man. I got them in store. I'm gonna be like, hey, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell them.
Oh man.
No, don't sell them, Kurt.
Don't sell them.
Don't sell them.
You need that space, though. You need that space.
I know.
You know it's probably gonna cost you a few $1,000s, but a few $1,000s to put them in MP4 format. It's gonna take you about 6 months for that person to do it, but it'll be well worth it. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know what I'm saying? It's something that because the reason why I always buy 2 tickets to Yankee games is because my grandfather was a Yankee fan. The reason why I'm a Democrat, I don't align myself with the Democrat Party sometimes, is because my grandfather is a Democrat. And in 100 years from now, the reason why they're going to watch those fights is because my grandfather recorded those fights.
Wow.
So it's important. It's important that legacy that everyone goes to you. Like for example, even on my channel, I wonder what Kurt thinks about this fight. Like I say sometimes, I don't know. Ask Kurt. Like, ask him. So yeah, man. Put them on MP4 format and keep it in your family forever, because them tapes gonna pop eventually. You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. I used to have so much boxing memorabilia, but we got to get out of here. But I'll talk about it another time. But we got to get out of here.
The wife is like,
yeah. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Appreciate you, great brother.
Hey, what nickname did I give you, Kurt?
Wait.
Hush Hush. So what was it?
No, I'm trying to think, man. Oh man, it escapes me,
come
man.
to me tomorrow. I'll super chat it in. Love y'all, man. Thank you.
Love you too, great brother.
Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Fred. Have a good night, brother.
All the time.
Hey, Fred.
Yes.
Drop the link in the chat again before you get out of here.
Go, everybody. We need to hit to that.
Oh, what number we at?
Oh, let me check right now. Let me check. What number we at? Let me tell you right now. We are at number. Damn, that one's nuts. 754.
754.
754. Thank you guys. I love y'all, man. it's special, and when people rewatch it, they're gonna order it as well. So I love y'all. Thank you, man. We going live tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're gonna talk about Canelo and all that good stuff. And I love y'all, man. I know y'all got to go to your family. I love y'all.
Love you too, great brother.
Appreciate y'all,
man.
All right, great brother.
Yep.
Oh, great show, man. Great show, Blue.
Yeah, man. Man. Hey, Crystal Corner, peace of bless to you, Queen, in the super chat. She said, hashtag Mo Hair, hashtag Mo Kitchen, super chat. Appreciate you, Queen. We got Machiavelli Mafia brother in the super chat once more. Kurt, you know it's real hush in our city about this. My friends and I never knew until the doc came out.
Yes, sir.
Twin D brother in the super chat. He said, congratulations, Fred. Just got mine. I loved him when Fred said that was his proud. He was proud of himself. Great accomplishments warrant self-acknowledgement. That's a fact. I feel like we miss super chats. Marky Dan 123 brother in the super chat. He said, yo, Kurt, Fred, how you feel about Team USA?
Holy smokes.
Yeah, man. Autocomplete LLC brother in the super chat. Waiting on the project on boxing, Kurt. They want you to do a doc on boxing.
What project you talking about? Put it in the chat real quick.
I think he's talking about just the history of boxing.
All right, I'm gonna do something, man. One day, me and Blue gonna do a marathon, man.
Oh, for sure, for sure. We got. I just missed it. Tony Montgomery, brother in the super chat. He said, "Fred, drop it, man, drop it tonight. I need this." Nah, Israel, brother in the super chat. He said, "Salute, Blue Blood, the boxing historian, Kurt, Fred. Don't give him too much. Buy the movie." That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, Kurt. Any last words, Kurt? Man, hey, Kurt. When he hit me and said he wanted to come on and discuss it, man, I was like, man, I was excited, Kurt. I meant to text you earlier, but I completely forgot, man.
Oh man, I love the show. The show was even better because it was a great show. I didn't expect him to be on, man, but I'm glad we had him on, man. I'm gonna go pre-order the movie in a few minutes, man. And this All-Star game is boring, but anyway, great show, man. We got to do when the coast is clear, Blue. We're gonna do like a marathon, man.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm with it.
We're gonna do a marathon, man. And we're gonna talk about everything. Our upbringing, boxing, what boxing meant. We could talk about music, you know, because I love talking, man. I love talking about many things. But great show. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you, family. Thank you for your time, man. Fred, thank you. We support you, man. You're doing big things. You're doing big things, B.
You're doing big things, B. Hey,
I love that movie. I love that movie.
And salute to our peopleizations for showing up, Kurt. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Thank you. I expect to see a 1. I expect to see a 1 in front of that 7. Thank you for the support, people. Family, you know, from the bottom of my heart, Kurt Sugar loves everybody, man. I wish I could talk to everybody on my phone or whatever, about the sport of boxing. I'm getting tongue-tied, but that's my time. That's it. It's time for me to be quiet because I get excited. I start talking real fast. I don't want the show then, but we got to go.
Yes, sir. Let's get on out of here. I appreciate all our peopleizations, man. Y'all show up and show out, man. Let's get them to 2K. Never mind 750. Let's get it to 1,000 or to 2,000. Let's make it happen. Like Kurt said, let's see a 1 in front of the 7. Let's get it all the way up. But y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.